right. Welcome back to So Shameless. It has been... Last week we weren't able to get the shit done because I was doing freaky shit for Hard or Soft. But speaking of Hard or Soft, there's a few things. Remember I played that video last week? At the end of the episode, it was like a 50-50 thing or whatever. In any case, we're going to start after this. But we do have somewhat of a pressing emergency.
Emergency.
Right? I got an email from a young lady. From on Hard or Soft. The email stated, calling in 5. Let me see how it goes. Let me go to Hard or Soft and find the email. See all. And
pressing is crazy.
Pressing for sure.
What the fuck is going on?
It was interesting. Trust me, I can't find it. Where is it, Tahoe? Let me see if I can find this girl.
Did you put it in a group chat?
I thought I did.
Yeah.
Right, but I don't see it.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
You would not get fined. Hold on, it's here somewhere. But you came to Kingston Drinks, right?
Yes, I did.
How was it to you?
It was fun. I was fucking smiz, so everything was just like a big ball or whatever.
All right, here we go.
But I did do. I had a little kinky thing with the guy on the stage.
You did that?
Overfiend?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was fun.
Yeah. All right, I found the email.
Okay.
That shit
It goes. I forgot how it started. My dumbass husband.
Yeah, my dumbass
some shit
husband.
like that.
Yeah.
My dumbass husband. Hey Tahoe, my husband listens to you. I'm leaving his name out. My husband listens to your podcast, Hard or Soft, and to my understanding, you periodically throw sex parties. Recently, we've been arguing so much due to him entertaining other women and just decided to get a divorce. I wanted to see what the root of his problem was because he tells me he really don't have any complaints with me. He just said he would rather divorce because he don't want to hurt me anymore. So last night he tells me he wants to go to sex parties and feel like I wouldn't want to. And I feel like this is the bigger reason he wants a divorce. I even asked him, other than his sexual urges, what other reason he wants a divorce. He couldn't give me an answer. So this dummy is about to create a broken home over some shit he listens to on a podcast. Like we have 2 children and he's trying to establish a business and couldn't live that lifestyle even if we weren't married. Please read this on one of your shows and let him know how dumb he is. Right? The reason I'm rushing into this is because he actually reached out. We did a whole thing on Hard or Soft.
Yes.
Courtney wrote a whole dissertation to her. Lou and I spoke about men and where we might be in life. It was just a whole lot. It was a whole lot. That hasn't released yet. But that's supposed to release this, Wednesday? But he reaches out to me. Hey, so yeah, let's talk real shit. If you want to put this on the show between my wife and I, let's do wholeheartedly. And honestly, this is more of a So Shameless thing than a Hard or Soft player. I have a voice and I would love to speak my truth.
He producing too.
I said, I'm open to it.
What the fuck y'all got me into?
He said, real rap, when you're trying to do this, I'm ready.
Oh, shit.
I said, bro, are you sure you want to do this?
He want to come over here and talk shit about his wife?
I said, not saying you don't have a right to, since she did, but airing your stuff out on the show can get messy. It's up to you. I want to do it. And said a whole bunch of other stuff. He said, but more focused on the topic of change in a person, mental from youth through adulthood, and give my details of who I am, what makes me want to pop out of this shelter box of monogamy, and why do I believe I am somewhat of a coming exhibitionist. I don't know. It was coming with CO.
What the fuck do y'all have me in the middle of, and why is this my business?
Then the nigga says, dude. He's, I don't know what they spelled that. HHHUMHMMM. I don't know. Dude, I'm married and been married for 7 long years of up and downs.
That nigga side.
You ever rode the Batman at Six Flags several times? What if Batman said, I love you, while choking your ass? Not physically, my nigga. And I responded, I don't even know what you're saying right now, to be honest. But the man sent me his number. I said, you want to call in? He said, yes. Being that he has a limited amount of time, I'm finna call him on the show right now. This is
Right
what
now.
your headphones are. Everybody grab your headphones.
I don't want them headphones.
Everybody grab your headphones, please. Please
I don't want
grab
no
your
parts of
headphones.
another. Like, what y'all got me into? I told y'all Mercury is in micro braids, and here y'all are just sitting here aiding and abetting fucking bullshit.
I'm interested in seeing where this goes.
I'm not.
I'm putting on my headphones.
Nigga, what the fuck is going on?
Hello. Are y'all ready?
No, I'm not ready.
We are calling this young man
Yes, sir.
How you know he young?
now.
Yo, this is nuts.
Why y'all got me giving people business like? Yo,
Yo, all right, bro.
please don't pick up. Oh God,
Hello.
friend, what the fuck is going on?
This is Tahoe, Miss Daja Bell, and yesterday of the
Yeah.
So Shameless podcast. You are live on air, right? You can hear me?
Oh my God,
So your wife reached out to us.
this is fucking crazy.
I'm not sure if you saw the letter she wrote us. Would you like for me to read it to you? You saw it. She called you her dumbass husband, but she does seem to be really wants this relationship to work. She's saying that you basically are interested in going to sex parties, and she thinks that you're leaving because the way you identify sexually is growing or changing or something, and you want to leave your children and her because of this. That's what she's saying. You can use real words, use your words, express yourself, young brother. You're here. It's on you. We're listening.
But
I-
have you gone to see the lady? Therapy. Okay.
We have attended therapy together
Uh huh.
to reconcile the marriage. That's within this year. But also came this year, it's been nothing but bickering every day. And that's I would say yes, I think the fault.
When you say you're not perfect, is it because you're entertaining other women?
I say I'm not perfect because I do have promiscuous thoughts.
Are you entertaining other women?
Friend, what?
I hate that I'm doing that to her. Because I was young, and I've always pictured that having me married white pigs and shit. That's cool. That's who I thought I was going to always be.
Is she your best friend?
Who
Is your wife your best friend?
I don't even know if I can.
You gotta go www.psychologytoday.com. You and the lady, y'all need. There's a lot that you gonna have to unpack, baby. Cause
What I want to ask is this, right? Because I know this is a nervous moment for you, right? And I know this is an open moment for you. You're trying to, express yourself well on a show in front of mad people. But there are some simple questions I want to ask you, right? I ain't trying to here to embarrass you, and I definitely want you to feel comfortable expressing yourself, right?
It definitely is. I definitely really do because this is a uh, it is fucked up. Because why would you always somebody who their parents did that?
Right, which is why I'm saying like maybe like there is something that you really need to like deep dive and unpack on your own and not make a rash decision
But they
based off
already
of
made
how
the
you
right decision.
feel. But they're not divorced yet. That's a lot of lawyers and paperwork. They not there yet.
What is it about the sex parties thing?
Yeah, I wanted to know about that.
It's okay. So this sex party, it's not. Yes, the sex parties pique my curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
but I it, since a young age, I seen that two girls kiss. I was like, damn, they do that. So I was like, damn, you know,
Okay, so
I've always had those. I've always had those thoughts about that,
so hold on.
I okay, go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry, not to cut you off. What's good, big dog? It's yesterday. So
No, I'm talking. I'm talking. Go ahead.
yeah. So I'm from what I'm gathering from what you're saying. So from what I'm understanding, since you've been in the marriage, well, what you're saying prior before this, you've had thoughts, but now the thoughts are starting to become something that you feel like you're growing and you want to act on, and you feel like this is maybe not who you was when you started the marriage. Am I correct?
Your
Okay.
boy don't know who he is at all.
No, no, no. That's what I was.
Stop leading him.
That's what I was. That's what I was. I was. No, go ahead, brother.
I wrote some shit in my notes.
Okay.
I'm fucking laughing. Yeah,
I
y'all
might laugh a little bit, but it's from a place of love. I just laugh at inappropriate things. Don't take it personally.
I'm not gonna.
it is entirely inappropriate.
All right.
All right, cool.
Let's hear what you wrote in your notes. I'm not gonna laugh.
Me neither.
I am.
It's gonna be jumbled all over the place.
All right.
So I have been lost our entire marriage, even before our marriage. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that shit ever went through. I hate that I even hurt you in the first place. That shit was never the plan. I stained myself as the villain because I couldn't love you correctly. And that shit is fucking disgusting. I I am a 30-year-old man.
Oh, you're a
I'm here.
baby. Oh shit. You a baby.
It's like the words failure, dumbass, fat ass, flunky, all of that shit was tacked on. And I lived by that shit. The older I got, it's like I feel like a fucking K Corso that got turned into a lapdog. It's like sit there, be still, don't do shit, be a fucking villain. And this is
There's more.
it's go ahead. I'm not gonna. I'm not. Y'all got too much. Y'all got too much
No,
shit to talk about.
no. You listen. The floor is yours. My thing is this, bro. Um, as you go through the things, right? Like you've committed. You have 2 children by your wife.
Yeah.
You have a family. You understand what that means, right? You have a responsibility not only to your family, but you have a responsibility to yourself. And what Dodge is telling you, although it may sound,
What it sound like?
although it may sound condescending when somebody says, "Yo, you need to go to therapy," this is how people can sound, right? But that's something that you might need to do for your children and because I don't know what you think leaving your family and going into the world is going to get you that you don't already have. That's what I'm trying to understand. You kind of won already. There's something to fight for here. When you go out into the world by yourself, what exactly are you fighting for? If it's not your wife or your children,
Yes, I do believe I won. I have a absolutely great wife, very beautiful, and she's the problem.
Friend, I don't know what you think is outside, but ain't nothing outside, friend. You want to dissipate your family for what exactly? Being outside is not going to make you happier. It might actually make you lonelier. These is new bitches outside. Like what are we doing?
streets is cold, bro.
Streets is cold.
Streets is cold. They don't love nobody. You don't got no warm meals. You don't have no Christmas gifts, Christmas dinners, no pajamas, no Thanksgivings. Like, you know what it takes to break up a family? Like families have to separate. Friend groups have to separate. Everybody got to choose a side. Whether you want them to or not, they're going to choose a side. And you using this analogy of being a villain is a cop-out. Because that makes you feel more comfortable about what you're doing. Because you're like, I'll be the villain, I'll be the bad guy. But that's not what you are. You're not the villain, you're not the bad guy. You're doing a disservice to your family. You got to go see the lady. A sex party ain't going to help you. The shit is only one night. And
Yo,
that's why
y'all
you got to
being
go see the
empathetic.
lady, friend.
Y'all being empathetic, but the nigga said he want to end his family because he want to go to sex parties.
I don't think he said. Yeah, yeah. I don't
That's
think
not
he
what
said
he's
that.
saying. It's bigger than that. But you're saying that you was lost before you got in your marriage, and now you feel yourself, you're losing yourself even more. And that's really what the issue is. You're trying to find your identity in other places instead of going to see the lady. Because that's the only person that's finna help you.
Do you not want to go to therapy for a reason? Is it like insurance or something like that?
We went to therapy together.
Nah, you can't go together. You have your own issues you gotta unpack. You gotta be you gotta be able to stand 10 toes down before you go to therapy to fix your marriage. But you can't just up and leave your marriage either. Because how you gonna feel you telling me your wife is amazing and she's this beautiful person? That means that your kid's gonna have a fire stepfather. Then how that's gonna make you feel?
Yo, do you feel home when you home? Like, do you like what is going on with like? All right, when you went to therapy, were you really able to express yourself? Why not? When you was in couples therapy, did you really think you was able to express yourself honestly and truly with the therapist and your wife with her sitting there?
No, I think I tried, and either we ran out of time or that's just what the situation that I wanted to speak of didn't happen within the perimeter of time that we spent.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, all right, we're gonna skip over there, and the next time we don't talk. It's like, okay, well,
So you feel like the therapy basically was basically addressing issues that she had with you, as opposed to like everything altogether.
yeah. And she her issues are quicker down. I get it because if you married, you mix monogamy, and I'm
why? What part of it? I don't. You know what? You can't be non-monogamous if you're not whole, and you're not sure of yourself, and you don't have a certain level of self-esteem. Non-monogamy sound like fun until you really in it, and you not secure with who you are, because all that does is send you into a jealous rage. I think
I'm not a jealous person at all.
that's also problematic, though.
So you cool with her being non-monogamous? If you're non-monogamous, what if y'all open up your marriage? Are you cool with that? Since you're not jealous?
I would wholeheartedly tell don't do it in front of me.
Because your wife is fire. I looked at her page.
Nigga, are you crazy? What would you? Now, why would you do that?
No.
She is.
Look, Tahoe was telling the truth. She's fucking beautiful. I don't want to see her with somebody else.
So
But that nigga is, I don't feel as if, I feel as if me pleasuring her satisfies her. But, that is ugly. I can't say that.
I know
my
what you're
fault.
finna say.
So you
I
feel like
heard
you
it.
satisfying her, it satisfies her, but when it comes to satisfying, your wants and needs, maybe sexually, you feel like the ball is being missed on that.
There's a lot. Yeah, sure. There's a lot more. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's understandable, but I think in any situation, brother, you're gonna always have to communicate. You're gonna have to do it in an effective manner, right? Because I think, although I don't agree with how you're going about things, I kind of understand some of the stuff that you're saying. As far as like the therapy, how the therapy went, and you maybe not feel like you can express yourself, or that you are able to express yourself. But I think even with these changes that you're going through, like this is your wife. This has to be like your best friend, the mother of your kids. Even with these changes, brother, I think they have to be communicated, and I think you have to just be okay with whatever the results is. I think when I was listening to your wife's stuff, to me it was sounding like you might feel some things and you don't feel comfortable with expressing exactly what it is. So you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of coming off like haphazard. But I think the first thing that you have to do is figure out a way how to actually communicate what it is you actually think and feel, and be okay with whatever the result is.
I believe Kia is a host and a one man of a man being one person type of human.
Mm-hmm.
And
Type of human is crazy.
I believe I can do monogamy with somebody who's also free and willing to be committed.
So you want to be in a ethical non-monogamous relationship where you are aware of the fact that your person dates and frolics with other people, but you're okay with that.
Don't do it in front of a nigga. Mind your business, I mind my business. It ain't really got actually. I'm not trying to get into some business. Because truth be told, at this point in time within my life, where I've come, I'm trying to put me together more than fuck with another bitch.
So why are you fucking with other bitches?
You've been fucking with other
Right.
bitches.
Like, are you bored? Do they validate you? Do they tell you that you cute? Like, what is it that these other bitches are doing that you know that you hurting your family, and you got little kids? Like, you don't even got old kids. Like, you're kind of wilding, bro.
Nigga is wild and don't know what level of entertainment.
I'm telling you right now.
The only lady, the only woman you need to be speaking to right now is the lady. You gotta go find somebody to talk to, friend. This is not like, we're not licensed therapists. We're not marriage counselors, so we can't give you what you need. But what I can say to you is,
Son.
the streets is cold. You think you want to be outside, you don't want to be outside. And I just saw your wife. And I'm telling you,
Son,
when she find a
I will knock
stepfather to
her
raise
shit
them
off.
kids,
Can
you
I
not
see?
say that?
I'm just telling him. He think it's gonna be sweet. When you find out that niggas is going crazy on your wife, you not gonna like it. You think, and you're not gonna get as much action. Niggas, single niggas, is not just out there going crazy. It's hard to find. Women like her will go to the bar and it'll be a million shots thrown towards her, a million drinks thrown towards her. You gonna have the kids.
Yep.
And she gonna be living her best life, and she was crying, trying to keep this relationship together. You don't, you think that it's sweet, bro. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. You have a gem that wants you, bro. Do the work for yourself. If not for you, do it for your kids, bro. You was 23 when you got married. Am I right? 23 years old? Bro, I understand you feeling like you missing a lot of life.
You ain't missing shit.
I understand you feeling like, damn, I jumped into this early. That means if you got married at 7 years ago, how long were y'all actually together before that?
Since high school? College?
Right, so y'all, it's a 10-year relationship. That means you started talking to him when you was 20 years old. At this point, you're feeling like you're missing life. Responsibility been kicking your ass. You coming home. It's kind of like, it's starting to feel like married with children at a very young age. I suggest y'all have first of all, what Dodge is saying is number one. It's very paramount that you go to therapy. And it is not a weakness. That is a strength. That is a strength, my nigga. What you're trying to do, first of all that cheating and shit that you've been doing, that's a cry for help. That shit ain't about nothing, bro. That's just like saying, yo, I'm missing something at home for whatever reason. But you got to have that conversation with yourself. Because it ain't them bitches. You already said you ain't even looking for nothing. You just outside.
You know what these bitches outside want right now? Can you afford these hoes outside right now? Not with them beautiful little girls you got. You out your rabbit ass mind.
Yeah, let me tell you, brother, outside, this is very expensive outside, brother.
It's very expensive.
And
you sound like you live in the South or in the Bible Belt or something. So your outside not even like our outside. Your outside is, yeah. See, slim pickings. That ain't the same outside. You want to get a bunch of sexy red looking bitches. You don't want to bring them home to your kids. Hello.
I don't know,
You
man.
gonna have bitches with tattoos on their fucking forehead and shit. That's what you want to bring around your kids, sir? Go see the
Travis
lady.
said you just gonna keep cheating, so you might as well leave.
Yeah, bro.
That's what Trav said. You just gonna keep cheating because you gotta find yourself in the streets, and then whatever happens after that happens after that. That's what he said. But I don't know, blood.
I want you to get it together.
I know you emotional right now. I don't know if you're emotional because you on this show and the nervous is kicking your ass, or if it's actually like, yo, damn, I know I'm a piece of shit, but hey, that's just where I'm at right now.
It's like I know I'm a piece of shit. And truth be told, nigga been trying to get on this show. And it's not that I'm trying to get on this show over some motherfucking drama shit, but like I fuck with y'all.
And
Man,
we
this
fuck
ain't
with
got-
you,
I
but we
don't
want
fuck
you to
with
get
you.
your shit together.
I don't fuck with him.
We fuck with you before we
don't-
go call your wife.
and
Because I'd fuck your wife.
you're not coming to my play parties neither, so I see your name already.
Nigga
Don't
said
try to get vetted.
non-vetted.
Yo, listen, what I'm trying to say, bro, is you got work to do as a black man that is a father of 2 children, bro. You talking about sex parties and shit like that, yo, that's crazy, bro. Yo, that's supposed to be a conversation that you have with your person and y'all agree to certain shit, bro. You don't.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Bro. Like, yeah, bro.
But you young, blood. What she said though, I'm sorry. Yes.
No, go ahead.
I do want to give you a little bit of grace. Because
He's a
I'm
baby.
50. I'm 50, so I should be giving you a little bit more direction than judging you at 30 years old, because you are married and you do have that's a very honorable move. You've been an honorable person up to a point, because I don't know how long you've been cheating, but you had a good heart when you started. I need you to go find that. Remember that. And that don't mean stay in a relationship that ain't good for you. If it ain't good for you, hey, it ain't gonna be good for the kids. But you telling me how dope and beautiful your wife is. Are there things that you're not telling me about her? Did she gain weight when she had the second kid?
Nigga.
What? Is he not attracted to her no more? It could be something. Go ahead. I thought that might be what it is.
That's not what it is.
Is she?
Any other woman attracts me, period.
Anyone?
It's like
No, go ahead. I'm
Oh,
listening.
Tahoe is stressing me out.
Go ahead.
she attracts me, period. There's nothing to say about that.
Okay. Listen, ain't no bitches outside for real.
Around a certain time, I start shooting.
Don't downplay yourself. You gotta find your self esteem, friend. She married you for a reason.
And that shit was short as a young nigga.
And that's
That was supposed to install that shit.
and this is why you gotta go see the lady, friend. Because it's some deep rooted shit going on in there that
Yeah.
that your wife can't fix. Her just being there, she can't fix it for you. You gotta wake up and you gotta wanna fix it. And maybe you might need to go to therapy twice a week. Because she's fighting for you, but you not fighting for yourself, and that's a problem. So you gotta get it together before she leave your ass.
I feel bad for her because I
Me
could
too.
tell that you're not dealing with the shit that you got going on inside. I don't even know if you're really being honest with yourself.
She in prison, bro. She is in prison.
Go ahead. Yes, what you got to say?
No, I was basically gonna just say, brother, like I just feel like I said, I kind of, again, I don't agree with a lot of stuff that you're saying, but I do understand where you're coming from, and I do think that, like they said, the therapy is important, and I think you have to be okay with feeling these new feelings and stepping into yourself as you are now, and being okay with whatever the result is, because in my opinion, it sounds like you're looking for things, and you kind of maybe feel like she's maybe not into the same things, and you're kind of trying to like broach the situation in a weird way. But I think if okay, so that's exactly what I'm saying. And from my perspective, I think if you are getting to a point where you feel like certain things, I think you have to be comfortable with not just saying it, but putting it on the table for her and just letting whatever decision happens, because you can't control her. You can't want to do your shit on the side. You can't have everything here. So you know what I'm saying, you have to figure out, you know what I'm saying, if I'm leading towards this and this is something that I'm thinking about doing, or I'm on this path, then I have to be able to speak with her and take whatever comes with that as a man. You know what I'm saying? If she wants to walk away, if she wants to work on it, you just have to be able to accept whatever comes with that, I think.
But also, you got to be a whole person before you start making life decisions that's not only going to affect you, but it's going to affect everybody in proximity to you. It's so easy to just, like, I feel like your choices right now, it sounds really selfish. And you don't understand the magnitude of how this is going to affect everybody that loves and cares about y'all, everybody that cares about your kids, everybody that cares about everything that comes, the parents, the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins. Like, you not think about nobody but yourself. And if you was my family member, I'd slap the shit out of you. I'm not even gonna hold you, because like, what are you
Damn,
doing?
Violence.
Damn.
Yo, did you spoke to her about going to sex parties? Was she open to that?
Yeah, he
Hell
said no. He
no.
just said no. He said he knows she's not into that.
Have you talked to her about it? Like, yo, can we come to an?
Honestly, if I was her, I would say no too, because you already cheating, number one. Why am I going to open up Pandora's box and you not even a whole person? You know, you don't even got your mind right. So no, I'm not allowing you to add other layers to our life until you figure your shit out first.
Go ahead.
That's
go ahead.
crazy to even ask.
Home, yeah.
Cheating because a nigga I already suspected that wasn't her. So it's like, okay, continue to suppress her though.
But what are you suppressing? You just want to fuck other bitches?
Yeah.
Or is there a kink that we don't know about that's not being solved? Like, it can't just be pussy, because
Yes,
if
it
you wanted
can.
to uproot your whole family over box, is crazy.
He can want to have. Yo, this is a thing.
Yeah,
for
I
people,
think he
bro.
wants it, but he just doesn't. To me, he doesn't want the blowback. He doesn't really want to face what comes with that decision, because they think he knows what comes with that decision, standing on it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he's trying to avoid. Because you,
Like this is a very retarded ass decision.
Hey, don't use the R word. We fake woke.
He's right though.
This is a very inappropriate, dumbass decision.
That's why she said you was dumb. But this is my question to you: when you was cheating, where was your kids?
Home.
Oh,
I didn't ask y'all. When you was cheating, huh? What that mean? What that mean? Saying in New York, huh? No, I said you got to say it like in New York vernacular because I ain't know what the fuck over the road meant. So you have your CDL, you drive trucks. So you
Are you cheating with the chicks at the rest stop?
bitch. Oh, he got standards. Hold on.
Okay.
that's peace.
No, I'm just asking. I know that's a thing for truck drivers, bro.
Yo, all right.
Yo, Daj,
Yo.
he has been in a relationship since he was 20. He's now 30. There's a chance that he can change in that time. But if you're in a relationship with the person, are you just her husband or are you still your own person? Like,
You're supposed to be able to have both, but the problem is, one, he got married too young. Two, he got married knowing that he did not really know who he was. He got married thinking about the idea of what marriage is. Like, I want this thing, and now he has it, and now we in the middle of this world, this social media world, and he's like, I want to be outside, but I don't think our friend really understand what outside is. Outside look good until you outside.
I don't even think he wants to be outside. I think he wants the relationship with the extra dynamic. That's what I think he really wants.
He
But I
don't
think that's
know-
not on the market. You
He
see?
don't know what he want because he doesn't know who he is.
No, I think he knows what he wants, but I think he doesn't know how to go about it. So if that's what you wanted, right? You said you wanted the relationship dynamic with the extras added on, but you know that you're right,
So you want
right.
So
It-
you want to be able to have the option to fuck other bitches here and there.
why you say fuck other bitches like that?
Because that's what he want to do. He don't want to have a relationship. Do you want to be in a relationship?
He wants to be
No,
non-monogamous.
that's what I'm saying. Like he wants the relationship, but he just wants to be able to do the extra on the side.
What would you want?
He wants his wife included in the extras. He doesn't want to do it outside of her
Is
necessarily.
your wife bisexual? So then what the fuck is we doing?
That's why I said he has to. That's why I'm saying he has to. It's listen, we're making this overcomplicated. And like I said, the therapy thing is definitely there. But I think you have to. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like you have to be able to say, yo, listen, if that's where you're standing at, you got to be able to look that woman in the eye because she deserves that and tell her exactly what you think and feel and be okay with whatever decision she makes from that. You get what I'm saying? Like as a man, as a father, that's what you should be focusing on doing right now because that's really the only option. Everything else is extra shit.
I do think it's not fair if you marry somebody that you have to stay the same person you were when you married them.
You don't.
Then this is what I'm saying.
You have
There
to-
should be room for us to have certain conversations that you're not comfortable with if we're married.
Yes.
If you're truly in love with me as
Yes.
a person.
I agree. But I think that sometimes the way that men move, you erode and stop yourself from ever being able to have the freedom of having that conversations because you do the coward thing and you make decisions on your own. I think that I don't know his wife, but it should have been a conversation first before he started cheating. Now that you done added cheating into the element, you lost me. You ain't getting shit out of me. Like, you probably could have got the little freaky threesome every now and then for your birthday or something like that if we had this conversation straight up. But you already cheating, you already lying, you already moving crazy,
But that's not true.
but that's what happened.
Yeah, but she wants to still be married. If you want
She
to still
want her
be married,
family.
accept him where he is today. Accept him where he is today. If
You
you
asking
still
her-
fighting
you
for,
asking for a lot out of her.
she's still fighting for the marriage.
Both people have to do the same thing. She has to allow him the space to say, like you said, what he feels. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, bro, create an environment where you can actually express what you think wholeheartedly. And he also has to be okay with whatever her response is to that. You can't micromanage her response if
Exactly.
you want. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it has to be both things. So she has to give you the space, and you have to be okay with however that goes, brother.
Yo, go ahead. I'll let you say your last final, but we're going to get off this. It's been 40 minutes. I know you got things to do.
Go ahead.
So you feel like it's cool when you do it, but it's a problem when I do it.
And not that I want to be bad. It's just that I shouldn't be told that, nigga, why are you trying to do it when everybody else does what they do?
Well, if I may respond to that real quick, right? What Dodge is saying, and I do believe she's right now that I think about it. When you're in a non-monogamous relationship, trust is important. It's it's paramount, right? That the person trusts that you have ethics and morals in the way that you move, and you won't violate the pact that y'all have together.
The rules and the boundaries.
You have violated trust. You understand that? Well, I do want you to think about this though, seriously. You serious? Like you willing for to not be there when your kids wake up in the morning? Forever? For the rest of y'all until you gonna have them from? I'm telling you, I get my kids Friday to Sunday. It's not dope. It's not dope. I gotta drop them off and go about my business. It's not dope. Are you willing to say, because I need to just explore, I'm willing to say, forget that for the rest of my life and just have them whenever I get them, and that's it? Because there's a world where you can have a family, a loving family, but it's going to take work, communication. It's going to take a lot of compromise. It's going to take some sacrifice, but the benefit is amazing at the end of the road. At 30, you can't see that. 30 years old, you thinking about life like, yo, I want all of this, Jay-Z. I want to be well, pardon me, I'm Jay-Z. I thought about that. Shut up yesterday. Look at him. You think about all these people that's living this great and grandiose life, and you're like, damn, I want that. Comparison is the thief of joy. You actually have the castle right here. You have it already.
You have what everybody want when they outside. Ain't nothing more sad than leaving a party and watching the let out and people trying to link up at the last minute because don't nobody want to go home by themselves.
Yeah, listen, trust me, big dog.
It's not
Trust
lit.
me, it's not lit.
I just prefer to keep my blunts to myself.
You're what?
His blunts.
Yeah. So yeah, bro. Listen, I would talk to you on the side. You know, we can continue that. You can DM So Shameless, and Dodge has the DM there. If
I
you feel
surely
like.
do not. I don't have none of the logins to So Shameless. You ain't finna get in contact with me.
Yo, therapy. I think that's important, bro. You mentioned that you have mommy issues. I think it's important that you deal with that, right? Because you don't want to push that onto the people around you one way or another. You got to heal. If you stay in that relationship or not, you got to heal. If you move on, you bringing them same issues to the next relationship.
Yep.
If you trying to date multiple people, they're gonna see, yo, this nigga got some issues. They're gonna be able to that's gonna come off. The box is not just gonna be thrown at a nigga that got all of these issues, bro. It's not. You got to be kind of in control of yourself as a man to be able to man women. You understand what I'm saying? So if I was you, I would do that while in this situation.
Yeah.
I would do that singularly and go to counseling and do more than you say, yo, we would run out of time. How many times did y'all really go to counseling? I would assume that it wasn't really that many times because it wasn't as fruitful as you guys wanted it to be.
I have a question.
3 times.
Yeah, you wasn't finna solve shit with 3 times.
3 times ain't nothing, bro. You actually, it has to be a part of your shit, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yep, once a week.
You actually have to continue going. There's a commitment. When you made that decision at 23, you made a life commitment, my nigga. And you're not doing the fight that you promised yourself back then. You're not.
True.
I have a question. Are you in a Discord? Are you a part of our Patreon Discord community?
Once upon a time, but like that.
You did what? You left the Patreon?
All right, calm down, Tahoe.
All right.
I'm only asking this because Travis said that you can call him and he'll give you the real. I think that there is a community in So Shameless. There is a men's chat that maybe you might get differing opinions from different men. I don't know when was the last time you were in the Patreon or in the Discord, but there are definitely different sectors. And you know, you could talk to somebody that's been married since and been with the same woman since high school to give you some type of some type of advice or some type of real world, you know, situations, a community of men that might be able to help you, or somebody you could talk to. Shut up, Travis. Somebody that you could talk to, you know, to help you iron this shit out. And then that way you will also have access to being able to speak to us too. And we can continue to
Just don't bring up my
through it.
yo. You putting hard as soft. You giving me a bad name. Stop doing that, bro.
You just trying to find yourself. Yeah. You just trying to find yourself.
At 30 years old, you going through that, bro.
Hell yeah. Because
I
30 was
understand
a
that.
hard year for
30
me.
is hard, bro. 30 is difficult, bro. Give yourself a little bit of grace, but you got to do the work. You got the same way you go to the gym, right? You a gym head, right? You got to do that emotional and spiritual work too.
Yep.
You can't just work on your fucking abs and your goddamn pecs. You got to work on your brain and your emotions, bro. You have to. And that means going to do the inner work. Yo, we'll talk to you later, bro. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you so
All
much.
right?
Thank you,
Ain't gonna
brother.
lie, I was laughing while you was crying.
Yeah, we laughed a little bit, but it's all right.
All right?
Not too much.
All right, have a
Take care.
blessed one.
Big hearts. I don't know why y'all be dragging me in people's business.
Listen,
This is crazy,
he
bro.
wanted to talk, and he asked. This was a hard and soft convo, and he asked to talk to you. He said he wanted to talk on some Shameless. So
Yeah.
I would assume that's
I
you.
understand.
You gotta
Why
be
would you
Dosh.
assume that's me?
Or you and
Gotta be.
Trom.
Trump, yeah, Trump for sure.
That's sad.
What's sad about it?
I think that when people get married really young, that this is definitely part of the ebbs and flows of it. I know that I didn't know who I was when I was 20 years old. And I'm not the same person that I couldn't even imagine what it would look like to have been married that young
23.
and to get to this stage in my life. I'm nowhere near the same person. I don't have the same likes, the same wants, the same desires. And to possibly be in a relationship with somebody that's not growing with me, we're actually growing apart and not knowing how to like navigate that. That's tough. That's a tough position to be in. But niggas gotta do the work, bro. Like I just feel
But what
like,
about her?
what about her? We didn't
I keep
speak to
asking
her.
this question,
Yeah.
and I really want to know: if you're in a
Shut up,
marriage,
Travis.
is your partner allowed to change? And like, what if they are?
Yes.
If they are allowed to change, what do you have to do to be okay with the change that happens? If you're talking about being married, doing the 50-year marriage and shit like that, because they on the road to doing that.
Yeah.
But your partner can change in that relationship.
I
they
think
do.
that's something that women, we don't, that's a part of the fairy tale that we didn't get sold. Like you get sold the fairy tale of, you know, the house, the husband, the kids or whatever. But what a lot of people don't realize in the fairy tale, it always ends happily ever after because it ends right after the marriage. Right after the wedding is over. But you don't
That's
see
crazy.
the real life that happens that you have to actually go through.
Whoa.
And that's the part that a lot of women, like, we don't get that part. We're going to change. They're going to change. And that's why one of my first questions for him is that your best friend? Because if that's your best friend, the changes should not be able to impact the relationship to the point that y'all want to divorce. Because if that's your best friend, you're going to go through these things together. You're going to be able to have that space to
should
have
you
that
not be
conversation.
married if they're not your best friend?
That's not what I'm saying.
But that's not the reality for a lot of people that are married.
Right.
They have
And
other
if
best
you're
friends.
not best friends, when shit start getting rocky, it's so much easier to be like, I'd rather just leave because I can't see a life without my best friend. Right? Even in the changes of life, my best friend, there is no image that I have in my mind that my best friend is not going to still be there with me.
But your best friend should also not be your jailer.
And that's the thing. And that's probably why she's not his best friend. Because it sounds like she in prison, but she sound like she the CO and
She
he
the
the
CO.
prisoner.
Yeah, he's a prisoner. He's
And
like,
that's
yo,
why they're not- but they're
I
not
can't talk
friends.
to you
Yeah.
about these things.
I can't even
the changes
express
that's happening
myself. Yeah.
with me over the last 7 years. I can't.
And he said something too when he was like, he felt like it's like everybody can do their thing, but why can't this nigga do it?
Yeah.
So he feels a sense of being singled out from a personal level because it's like, yo, everybody can do this, but why can't I change? You know, to your point, like why can't I add something to the mix? Not that you have to accept it, but So I think that might be a thing too. Language, how we talk to people as well.
Travis says people can change, but your sexual interests are something that is foundational. It's not fair to expect her to accept him changing to want to be with other people. And to that, Travis, I agree with you.
I don't.
But he also said that he saw two girls kissing when he was younger and was like, holy shit.
People do that?
People do that. So he had sexual interests that he wasn't fully honest about. So it's not that he didn't. You're right. That is very foundational. If you see certain things and there's things in the world that you didn't know existed that you're interested in and you want to explore, but you don't have a safe space or a safe person to bounce these ideas off of,
Right.
what you do is you suppress them. That doesn't mean that they're not there. You're just not showing it, which again goes to he didn't really know who he was. He's still not quite sure who he is. And that's why it seems like he's changing so abruptly. And it's like, no, he's kind of realizing that the world is bigger than what he knows. You driving trucks, you outside, you see the world different. Social media probably done opened your eyes. You're listening to different podcasts. You hearing different experiences. You're like, oh shit, people do this? This is like what life it could have possibly been like. And you feel like you missing out on something that you didn't even know that you wanted to begin with because you didn't know it existed.
That's probably where the podcast thing came in at. Where she
You know
was
what's
like,
crazy?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we said on Hard to Solve? When I was like, he probably cannot tell her what's really on his mind.
Yeah.
He probably is holding that back because he already know that he's going to be punished for the truth way more than he's celebrated for telling the truth.
Exactly.
That is not something that he thinks that he can actually say to her.
Yeah, and it still stand strong after that. He feels like once I say it, then it just crumbles from me saying it. And then once I say it, then it's like you're the catalyst for this crumbling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would you be cool with that though? Your wife changing? What if she says she wants to be non-monogamous? If you're married for 7 years, 2 kids, you going to work, this is another conversation that I'm gonna bring up later. But go ahead.
I think like I told him, like, I think with any type of abrupt change like that, I think we would always maybe feel a little bit, but I would just hope that she would be comfortable enough to talk to me about it, right? So it's
But you're leaving.
Well, but that's if
We've spoken about this. You're leaving.
Oh, me personally?
You're leaving.
If she's like, oh, I want more dragons. I'm out of here. Yeah, no, the extra dragons, I'm out of here. That's a fact. No, no. That's me. That's just me.
So
Even
your
if you're
next
married.
relationship, you gonna walk in a relationship and tell them about all your little sexual kinks and escapades. You just gonna put it all on the table.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do before you marry somebody. No,
Yeah, I agree.
am I off? Like,
Yeah, I
I'm not
agree.
married. Listen, I'm not
No,
married.
I agree.
So I'm just, like, is
But
that?
do you-
But
that's-
Andrew
do you-
sent me an episode of Hard to Soft, and I was like, my fave said what? Hold on.
Wait, hello.
You ain't hear
Hello?
You ain't hear the recent shit. But hold on.
I said my fave
Wait till that
did
clip
what?
comes out.
This thing getting
Yo.
slapped by titties on the
Yo.
internet. I'm at work. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Is there a contract when you get married that you have to stay monogamous for the rest of our life?
Nope.
No.
Because what is
Fuck
marriage?
no.
Marriage is I'm with you no matter who you become, no matter what happens. I am willing to work this out with you for the rest of our lives. And if once you say, hey, you're telling me that once she changes after 10 years, having mad kids, feeling like she's not whatever, her full self, and she comes to you and says, hey, this has changed about me and I want to be honest with you. You're saying, well, fuck the marriage, fuck the vows. Everything.
No, I'm saying it's the same thing that I told him. Like, he has to be okay with. You have to be okay with whatever the response is. You can't have
But
everything.
what is marriage? You're saying
Bro,
marriage.
hold on, but marriage is not something that is just a universal thing. There is no one size fits all for
That's
marriage.
very true.
So we can't just be like, oh, well, what is marriage? Marriage is a complex thing, and it's ever changing, and it's different for different people. So, like I said,
I don't agree.
just like I told him, I would want her to tell me that, but I also have the decision whether or not to stay or not. I don't have to stay just because we're married. That's like when people say I can do something fucked up to you because you're my family. No, you can't. It doesn't matter. But
It's not
just
fucked
because
up if I'm telling you that this is who I am today.
no, but it's not fucked up if I say I don't want to stay here. None of the things are fucked up. Both people have the space to do both things. It
But I
can't be
think-
one or the other.
But I think that's also your mindset is what ruins families.
I do too.
Because because you say that honesty has to come with a consequence, and it shouldn't. If we're married, I should be able to tell you anything. Not that you should have to accept anything, especially if I'm not doing anything with malice or anything to hurt you. I'm just exploring and opening up a different side of myself, I might not be this person
You need
5
water?
years from now.
You need water?
Yeah, I'm about to choke. You
I
hear it?
hear it. Yeah.
Excuse me. No, I think I'm good. But yeah, I finished that. It was ginger ale. I might not. Yes, please. I might not still be this person 5 years from now, but I would hate to go through a phase and explain that phase to my husband, and he would be willing to throw away our entire family because he
Okay.
does not accept the phase that I'm in. If I was honest to tell him, because you're not comfortable with the phase that I'm in, like that shit would hurt me,
Okay,
and that's why people lie and hide.
But okay, I see what you're saying, and let me be clear. The conversation is not what I'm upset about. Like I said, we can have the conversation, and like I said, try to work to get to a medium. So I might not be okay with that, but there's a medium. If you feel like, yo, the medium doesn't work, you know what I'm saying, and it's this or nothing, then I'm gonna leave. Just like I said, he has a decision to say, yo, well, listen, I want a situation that's like this. And then it's like, okay, well, if that's just what it is, if there's no in between, there's no medium, cool. But you have to give the person the option.
If you're married and your wife is like, listen, I think that I've always had a kink or a fantasy of having sex with multiple partners at the same time. You will be like, bitch, fuck out of here. I'm out. I'm leaving the whole family. Even if she just want a one.
Gang,
Yeah.
you're asking if your wife says, "Hey, I want to get gangbanged."
This nigga's stressed. You gonna throw away your whole family? I can't get an hour to myself?
It's about
All
an
right,
hour and a
no.
half.
I'll tell you what.
It's
I'll
about
tell
an
you
hour
what.
and a half.
Well, how the fuck do you know?
What he said? Hold on. What he
He said
said?
it's about an hour and a half.
Huh?
Listen, you got several dick sucks. You got several people got we
You don't have.
wildin'.
We don't need the specific.
I can't be involved in that.
No,
But
you don't have to be
you're
there.
not gonna be there.
You have to be there. She's going to Vegas. She wants to go to Vegas, and when she's out there, she wants to have a tryst.
Is this a one-off?
Yeah, it's a tryst. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like, is this a
That's
one-off
it.
situation?
Yeah.
What if she says yes, but then but we
Just-
start
it's
from
a
Okay,
one-off
a one-off.
situation.
Okay, so if this is a one-off situation, being my wife, and for the sake of, like I said, if we have kids and it's house, all of that, one-off. Okay, cool. But I get a one-off too.
See, look,
See,
you're
now
doing
you
what
going
women
tit
do.
for tat.
Yeah, you're doing that
Yeah.
tit for tat shit. All
That
right.
shit is
If you want to have
crazy.
sex with, you want to have a threesome with women. Well, I want to have a threesome with men. That's what you're doing right now. That's what you're doing right
That's
now.
No.
That's exactly what you just
that's
said.
what I'm doing right
What
now.
I'm saying is, it has to be fair. It can't be like, yo, I
What
want
is
to.
fair?
She's
There's
saying,
no such thing as equality. It's equity, but equality is not equal, baby.
Oh shit.
all right,
Shit,
relax.
yeah, ooh.
That was a ball.
It's not equal.
No.
was so
I
good,
feel
I
like
don't
if she
understand it.
if she can entertain somebody, or if she can, fulfill that, and I'm saying, okay, cool. Then I'm not saying that I have to copy the same shit you do, but I'm saying if I grow in a space, or if I feel like I want to explore something, I should be given the same grace. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Not
So
that
it's
I'm not that I'm
tit
gonna
for
do.
tat.
No,
It's like, oh,
not I'm gonna do
Okay.
exactly.
What marriage is.
No.
That is what marriage is. I would think so. Travis saying no. Fuck that. But I would think that's what people are supposed. That's life. Change is
Change,
inevitable, bro.
Yeah.
The more things change, the more it stays the same, right? It's inevitable.
Yeah.
Right. But you're expecting this person to not. They can't. They have to stay where they were when y'all made this agreement, and that's just not. And the thing is like you accept your brother, you accept your sister, as long as it's not malicious. They go through whatever they go through,
Right.
And that's still your brother. That's still your sister. That sister might become your brother one day. And we say your
You
father
accept
says to this, the daughter,
Yeah.
like, oh, my daughter is now my son, or whatever it may be, right? I know this is a lot of people. Y'all so shameless. Y'all don't agree with certain shit, but you're supposed to love your person regardless, as long as they haven't done the R word and whatever, some shit where it's just like, yo,
You're wildin',
yeah. Then you say, yo, that's what marriage is supposed to be. You're supposed, that person is now your family forever. Y'all have to figure out a way to make it work, right? But what Dodge is saying, when he broke that trust,
Yeah.
Right.
he broke her in millions of pieces. Every time she found out, because she said he didn't cheat once. Multiple.
Yeah.
Multiple.
Yeah.
So you're asking me now to just accept it after you broke me into millions of pieces. I don't know how she can do that.
She can't.
I don't know how fair that is to her.
That's
to
why.
do that.
That's why I said especially with the cheating part. Like I said, once you do that, you've completely blown the whole
you
operation.
out.
That's
Yeah,
why I said to him,
killed the
you have
operation.
to be okay with where you at and saying that and standing on it. You know what I'm saying? You have to. You know what I'm saying? If she accept whatever comes with that, you know what I'm saying? It can't be like, yo, I don't want to really take what I think because I don't really want to hear what you really think about this. You get what I'm saying? I don't want the consequence that come with it. It's like, no, if that's where you at, you have to give her that. You owe her that.
But the nigga Trav says, in order to do that, sometimes you have to deny what you want. How long?
I don't believe in that.
Yeah, me neither. How long?
I don't believe in that.
I don't believe in having to deny, and I think that also.
What the fuck type of life is that?
Denying what you want.
What? I have to just not be me because forever?
Nah,
Forever?
Nah, I'm never doing that. I
Forever?
didn't agree to that. You saw me when I did my vows. What that lady said was, she was like, yeah, you agree to cook breakfast every morning. I said, I ain't agreeing to that shit. Like, are you crazy? The fuck, don't add extra shit on top of me. I do not agree. You already do that, y'all. Cap. No, I don't do that. I am happily in a unique situation where I get to authentically be myself every fucking day. I never want to wake up and feel like I gotta hide this or hide that or sneak and do. I'm not doing that shit, bro. I can't.
I don't think
But
I do that either. I think that right now, based off the things that have happened in my relationship, I'm foregoing certain shit. But that is part of the arrangement in our relationship that we get to talk about what we want to explore and do when that comes up. I'm just not pressed about that because I'm engaged right now and I'm happy where I am.
Yeah.
I'm just not pressed. Plus, I
don't have the
love my like, hey, I'm happy with the person I have.
Yes.
I ain't pressed to go do other shit. It's on the docket, as you say, in the future, but I have a whole life to live.
Trav says, no one literally does everything they want. I'm not just talking about sex.
Oh, okay,
that
of
is
course.
true.
That's true.
I mean, obviously,
Of course, yeah.
there's mad shit that I want to do that I just can't get up and do every day. But at least I'm honest about the shit that I want to do. I threaten to leave my family all the time. I really be wanting to. I really be like, yo, fuck everybody in this house. I'm out. I'm not going to leave. But at least everybody in the house knows that there are days that I would leave you niggas.
Yeah.
Because y'all annoying.
Yeah. Great convo. So many things that I want to talk about. I don't even know if I'm gonna just do this as its own episode. It's been a fucking hour already. But we ended last week with a certain conversation. Now, multiple things have happened in the news that I definitely want to speak about. But being that we ended the last convo with this one thing, let me find that clip and play it for y'all. It is here. Tahoe, where is it? It's here. Oh God, hold on.
You still connected to the
Yeah,
thing?
I'm still connected to the Bluetooth. Let's start over. Oh God, Tahoe.
Technology be whooping your ass, huh?
It really do. But
People want to say to me they actually want to be 50-50. Cool. Go do your 50-50. Do I personally believe in it? Absolutely not. I think
I
that...
don't either. As a woman.
In my both professional and spiritual opinion, one, I do not think women were made to have to take on all the stress of work that they're taking on right now. I understand that for some it is empowering and they enjoy it. And I think if you are a woman who genuinely enjoys being out there, achieving, doing stuff, by all means do it. Because again, I want you to be your true self. I think there's a lot of women who fell in that rabbit hole and deep inside, they don't want that. They rather be home, raising a family, enjoying themselves, having more freedom. And I think just looking at it from the perspective of, again, the way our bodies are wired, the woman's body is not built to have to handle so much stress. Whereas the man is built to handle more stress. If two people want to say to me,
All right.
He's not lying.
of course not to the woman.
Of course he's not lying.
Of course not.
What type of shit
He's
is
not
that?
lying.
What are you talking about?
No, he's really not lying. There are literal biological differences between men and women. And thinking about those biological differences, there are literally points in time that our bodies, we just need to like sleep and recuperate.
I sleep one of her.
Huh?
I sleep too.
No, but
Yo,
literally there was a study that was done that says that women
What study
need
was
to
this?
actually sleep longer than men.
What study was this?
I saw it. You want me to
Who
pull
did-
it up?
no, who- yeah,
I'll
who did
pull
it?
it up right now.
I'm checking
we have
sources and
studies that
methods here.
say that men are not naturally monogamous.
Yeah.
And
I'm
the
checking
way
so- yeah,
there
yeah,
are
yeah. We
studies that
checking
say that
sources and
women are
methods.
way more supposed to be monogamous and men are supposed to procreate more. This is what we do. There have been studies with all of that,
It's a
and y'all don't
study.
want to hear
It's
that
a-
type of
yeah.
science. But this type of science, y'all good with. This y'all good with.
Yeah. Don't give me Sun News either.
Son, what the fuck is Sun News? Cleveland Clinic Health Essentials. Why
That's a
women
.gov?
need no, bitch. Oh yes, it's .org. Why women need more sleep than men. Change in hormones, mental health issues, and higher risk of sleep disorders can all impact women's sleep needs. Experts recommend that adults get at least 7 hours of shut-eye nightly. But how much sleep do women need versus men? Does it matter? The answer is a resounding yes. There are a few important reasons why women may in general need more sleep. Would you like for me to continue?
Yes. I want to know why women need more sleep.
Why do women need more sleep than men? I have your answer. One study shows an average women sleep for 11 minutes more per night than men do. And while that is a small number, it might not apply to everyone, is representative of a real difference between the sexes and how we sleep. Women typically have more issues affecting their sleep, so they may need slightly more of it to make up for disrupted sleep or poor quality sleep. These issues may include hormonal changes, depression, anxiety, and sleeping disorder, fluctuating hormones. Would you like for me to continue?
I have a CPAP machine.
Menopause can affect sleep. Higher rates of depression and anxiety.
No, y'all thinking about what y'all niggas
Men don't
doing.
get depressed and have
Insomnia. 20% have obstructive sleep apnea. 50% have hypersomnia, which is oversleeping. An increase in sleeping disorders. Are you getting enough sleep? This is a whole study. Do you want the link?
I'm good.
Okay.
Good.
Huh?
Men
Especially
are-
when it's
men-
around our period.
Men are diagnosed with sleep apnea at a significantly higher rate than
Because y'all
women.
niggas can't breathe. Because y'all
clean it
stupid.
up.
Y'all so dumb that when y'all sleep, y'all can't breathe.
Hold on. So first, hold on.
That's
So
cool.
first,
That's peace.
That's peace.
because
Like,
not
how the fuck you
railroading on
fall
us.
asleep and die every night?
Because first of all, y'all just needed mad sleep for all type. You gave us 10 reasons why.
But we not dying in our sleep.
Did it.
You need a whole breathing machine to make sure that you don't die in your
You
sleep.
just said
That's how
20% of
stupid
women
y'all are.
have sleep apnea and that affects y'all sleep. But
Yeah.
now when I say it's because
She said depression, anxiety. Like men don't get depressed or have anxiety.
Hormones is a part of the factor. When we have our period, when we're around
Why
our
is it that
cycle, we have to
hormones?
sleep
Y'all
more.
can bring that up
Ain't the
with
period and
this,
cycle the same
but
thing?
we talk about hormones
Yeah,
with
that's why
men.
I have a period around our cycle.
We speak about hormones with men.
Y'all get your periods too? I
and
knew
the
it.
fact that I probably do.
Yeah, we
but
know.
the fact that men seem to do things sexually more than women.
What does that have to do with sleep?
We talking about hormones. Yeah, this is what I was saying. Y'all are just bringing science in to prove some bullshit. Like right now,
I have
How
a
is it
question.
it is all
Bullshit.
types of different science.
I have a question.
Things.
The fact of
hold
the
on,
matter
hold on a
is-
second. Yes, but
We not built the same. Therefore, we should work less. Go
what
to
the
hell.
fuck does any of this have to do with saying, yo, you know what? You pay the Con Ed and National Grid. I'll pay the $2,600 mortgage. What does any
That's
of
not
this have to
50-50.
do? But whatever. What does any of this have to do with
Nothing. I don't mind paying the Con Ed, but the fact of the matter is, like, I personally,
that? Yeah. Clean it up.
Clean it
Clean it up.
Clean it up. Uh-oh. Yeah, be careful.
I personally,
Because you know he listening.
Yeah.
He's sitting there like, mm-hmm.
And he knows. I don't care. I personally, if it was up to me, I would not work. I would stay home. If it was up to me, I definitely wouldn't work as hard as I do. If it was up to me and we were in a different financial state where my salary was not necessary, it wouldn't exist.
Guess what? I feel the same exact way, and it's not because you have a vagina and I have nothing. I don't want to work either.
But you have
I don't
to.
want to
You were-
work.
You were built
I
to
don't
work.
want. What
Hold on.
makes you think that?
You were bred to work.
Guy, I have a question. And let's stay there. So we've been told all this time that the women should work less. Their bodies are not designed.
Yes.
Right. So we should be doing
My body definitely
all
not
of the work,
designed
right?
to
So I'm trying to figure out scientifically, because we went to the study, right?
Yeah.
So how are men supposed to do most of the work, most of the heavy lifting, take on most of the stress,
Same way I used to do it.
and men don't need to sleep more?
No. Y'all don't need to sleep
Not
the
break
same
the
amount.
but break the science down.
Because
for me.
you still going to work the same amount of time that you was going to work before. I'm just not going to work because I
So
need
why do you
naps.
need more sleep?
Because I need more sleep than you.
We got
Yo,
him.
you just killed her shit. You just roasted her shit.
I don't
Okay,
care.
I
We
forget.
do
I
more
don't
than
care.
sexual work.
sexual
We
work.
do more than sexual
Y'all
work.
dicks stop working after a certain age.
We do
please.
more than sexual work.
Yeah.
We work more. We build more. We have more stress because we got to deal with y'all annoying asses. We do more than
And
You don't
physical
have to
work.
and we
deal
gotta
with
get
me.
less
We do
The
more than
problem
physical,
is-
and we need
You know
less
what the
sleep.
problem is? The problem is men don't have enough money. Because if men
Oh,
had enough
now we
money,
broke.
if men had enough money, you wouldn't have to deal with no annoying ass bitch. Because all you got to do is say here, and she'll be like, okay, and leave.
So a nigga is broke. He nigga can only
Pay
sleep
to-
for 2 hours.
pay for
we gotta
your-
fight 100 niggas a day, right? That's on the docket,
first
right?
of all, why would you only
The
sleep
bills.
2 hours?
But that's what y'all saying.
I have a
Working
question.
a regular
Oh.
9 to 5, you still gonna sleep the same amount of time. Like,
You
don't like,
telling
what
that,
type
but
of-
if the woman is not working, that means I need another job. So that means I'm getting off at
you don't
one.
need 2 jobs.
I have a.
But how if I'm gonna? All right.
I have a
And I still
unthought.
gotta be
I have
a
not
family man sucking my
processed.
dick. Yo, son,
have-
be on my side, Andrew. You're such an op.
I have not filtered this whole thought. It just came to mind.
Okay, go.
This guy gets with this woman at 23 years old.
Are we back to them?
No, but
Okay.
this was whatever. They get together, they have a child. She is not meant to work that much, right? She's not meant to work that much, as we said.
Mm-hmm.
So he now realizes he has to provide. He gets another job because for whatever reason he might live in some whatever, they don't pay that a lot, but he got
Mm-hmm.
to whatever he has to provide. So now he's working 17 hours a day, 15 hours a day, right? 16 hours a day, 15 hours a day, 14 hours a day, whatever. But by the time he comes home, he's tired.
yeah.
He eats.
Then
He
you
goes
go to
to
bed.
sleep.
Yeah.
He wakes up,
Go back to work.
goes back to work.
Yes, Papa.
This becomes their life.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they live off of. In the meantime, the attention that she used to get from him
Mm-hmm.
when they weren't in this, right, is a lot less.
Mm-hmm.
She just sees him every once in a while. She, puts him to sleep, feeds him, and he
Mm-hmm.
goes to sleep, wakes up, whatever. She's now bored. She's now looking outside, and the reason why is because you don't pay me as much attention as you used to.
Yeah.
How are men supposed to win in this situation?
I don't know.
It's the first time you've said "I don't know"
It's not.
on this show.
I
That's
said,
not
you
true.
know, I see this on. I watch Cheaters a lot, the show, and
This happens.
that happens a lot on Cheaters, where the guy will catch the girl cheating, and when she gets exposed, her first thing that she says is, "Well, you were working all the time. You're always leaving me in the house," and you can see in his eyes, right? You can just see the look on his face, like, "But I'm working."
Be
Like
omnipresent.
I'm doing everything. He's like, I'm working 15 hours. I'm coming home, sleeping 4 hours, going back to work. And she's like, yo, but you're not paying me attention. With a straight, serious face. And you see him crashing out in the street because he's trying to fathom, just like we said, you doing all the work, you doing all of the stuff, and somehow, some way, this demise is on me. I'm getting off a shift and catching you cheating, and the demise is on me.
And you're saying that this is the life that most women should want.
No, I
Because
don't.
y'all saying
I don't
no
want that.
50-50. You should be
That's
home.
not the life that I want. I'm
You
gonna be
saying
very
that
honest
most
with you.
women. I didn't say you.
No. I'm saying most women. All right. Here's the thing.
We got him.
No, you don't. I'm trying to be empathetic when I speak because I don't want niggas to be in an uproar. I don't want a man that makes minimum wage. I don't want the minimum wage man to make me have to stay home, if that makes sense. Because then he needs multiple jobs, and that's why you tired. I want a man that has that one job that makes enough money to sustain. Because no, I don't want you working. Because yes, that's how we have those problems. You have these problems because you want to be a kept woman, and your man works at McDonald's. So it can't work like that. For you to be kept, he has to work more. I want you to work a normal fucking job and still be home by 5, 6 o'clock.
And pay all the
Like
bills.
that,
And pay-
but
and
that,
pay all the
but
bills.
but that is the, but that's what,
Them niggas
that's
hiring?
the lie that we all grew up on, because that's how it used to be back in the day. Niggas had one job, you stayed home, daddy come home around 5, 6 o'clock, you have dinner together, you still have family time, you still have that time to do these things, you're not working on the weekend, you don't have weekend shifts. So the thing is, it's not something that's impossible. It's not something that can work in this economy. You'll need multiple jobs to sustain this, or you have to be making upwards of $200,000 or more in your one job, which is not the masses. So that's why we can't have what we really need. But if my man made $250,000 right now on one job, yes, the fuck I'm staying home. And that's one job.
Josh,
We still got time to
I've
do
been
whatever.
here long enough. My memory is not really good, and I know
Okay.
you're gonna want to fight me on this.
I
But
don't
let
wanna
me
fight.
just go the whole route, right?
Go.
For one, I've been on this show long enough to have heard you contradict yourself
How am I
time and time
contradict-
again.
People
Time and time
change.
again.
You got it.
I've changed in
Oh,
6
You
years.
said women have always worked.
They have. And that's
But
black
you just
women
said,
have always worked.
You just said
Black women
back
have
in the
always
day, it was
Black-
him coming, him paying, and I stayed home. This
Don't
is
do
what you
that.
just said.
What-
That's what you just
Well,
said.
technically, you know,
You're mixing two different conversations.
Now,
And what I was talking about is when y'all be talking about like, oh yeah, I've been working hard my whole life, and I said black women have always been with you. When you was in the fields, we was in the fields too. We was in a house. Like black women never had in a mass didn't really have the opportunity to live a soft life.
and neither do most women out there. They're not gonna bag a nigga with $200,000-$300,000. Every nigga is not
Exactly,
gonna
which is
be
why
able
we
to
need to go
bag.
50-50.
It's not, and so that's what I'm saying. Let's talk reality.
Which is why we need to, but I don't
in
want
reality, I would love to be doing a million different things.
Of
I would love,
course.
but I gotta fit where I am at in life.
Exactly.
You not mine. You just because he works at McDonald's, you work at McDonald's too.
to. And now everybody got to work.
Bruh.
That's our life.
Now everybody got to work in this house. I hate it.
Okay. I'm assuming that I continue along this path with this conversation. I have so many different fucking topics. Yo, I've just been sitting there, I be just liking. Tanae be sending me topics. It's a million different things, right? Let me see what I have here. The top 10 struggles men face. I don't even know if I want to do this because Dodge is going to be like, y'all got to figure it out.
yeah.
You want to hear this?
Yeah, let me hear that.
I'm here to normalize the emotional and mental strain of men, to bridge faith, therapy, and authentic expression, and to invite men into a space of reflection, rest, and renewal. Primarily, I work with men. Like 90 to 92% of my clients are men or young boys. The overwhelming majority are black men. In that, I have thought about what are some of the struggles that I continue to see. If any of these ring true, just nod along. Pressure to perform, always having to show up. Emotional suppression. That means only a few emotions are safe for me to display. Anger, frustration, maybe. High functioning depression and anxiety. I rarely get too many head nods with that one, but we're gonna jump into that one. The fear of being a burden. Father and mother wounds / absent role models. Masculinity confusion. Addiction as coping. Identity crisis with aging. Relational insecurity. Really just meaning how secure am I in my relationships, whether it's friendships, my marriage, my dating, my children. How secure do I really feel that those relationships are concrete and solid? And really, this one should be first, spiritual disconnection.
He smoked that.
He did.
He smoked that.
But yet we're still expected to be leaders. We're still expected to know what
15
the
up,
fuck
Y'all
to
niggas
do.
sound crazy.
What? Why is that?
Go ahead. Complain.
No, I'm not. Maybe I am. I don't know. I just think it's hard being a man. it's hard being a man. But y'all need more sleep. You laughing.
I am laughing. I'm laughing because that's some bullshit.
Why is that?
Because half that shit that he named is the same shit that black women go through every day. So I'm trying to understand like where we,
But how-
what we talking about
but
here. This is
this is
normal
the-
life shit.
This is like the come out we caught stuff. Like he was listing 10 reasons about black men.
Yes.
How is that in conjunction with black women?
Because the things that he listed that black men go through,
That's-
except for the last maybe 4, are very closely aligned and conducive with the same thing that black
Emotional
women go
suppression?
through. Hell yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes. Constantly. Especially when you bring in colorism. How many times have I been called angry just for asking a question or just for emoting and expressing? I literally have to suppress my emotions every single day because if not, I'm an angry black woman. It's the same thing.
But they, it's angry black woman and angry black man too. The big black
I
guy in the hoodie.
understand,
You know
yes.
that's the thing.
No, I get that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said half of that list, we are living the same existence.
But see, you're saying that now, but I don't understand some of the points that you be making. If you feel that way and you're saying the contrast to that,
How?
because you're saying we walk along the same path a lot,
we
but
do.
you're saying there needs to be separate treatment for both of us.
No,
the
I'm
women
saying-
need to be treated with this, and the men need to be treated here. But we're walking the same path according to what you're saying.
Because
I'm just trying to understand.
I think the base root of what I'm getting at is being a black woman in America. It's like we're black first and we're women third. See, women, technically, the way that women are supposed to be portrayed or have been portrayed, like they're soft, they should be protected. We're supposed to be dainty. We're supposed to be demure. We're supposed to be like all of these different things, right? Like there is a softness to woman that does not align with black women, because black women have to be strong. We have to be independent. We have to be self-sufficient. We have to mask our true emotions because people feel like when we emote that we're being angry, we're being combative, like all of these different things. So we're very closely aligned with you, but other women of other races do not have the same stigma over their head. So that's why it's such a more stressful space for black women. And I think that that's when sometimes I'm going to speak for myself, where I say sometimes I lack empathy for black men sometimes, because the struggles that y'all have that y'all are just kind of like putting words to and itemizing are the same struggles that we have, but we still don't have that space of softness to land here. Does that make sense?
Well, what space do men have in that same point?
None.
So, but
None.
that's my point. Why are we always going back and forth about black men versus black women if we're in the same boat? That's why I always say, like, we niggas are always arguing about who's losing the worst.
She was like, oh, it's funny to me.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, we was just talking about the shit men go through. And
I
you're like, yeah, it's funny to me.
No, I said it's funny to me because as he was going through the list, I literally paralleled until maybe number 6, and I'm just like,
okay, but why can't we just speak about the things that men go through without y'all saying, we go through that too? Because women were not even mentioned.
Yeah, that's why I said that wasn't even part of the mix.
so what is the question?
It wasn't a question.
No,
He
I'm
just
asking
was,
him, what is the question?
They're not paying it though. No, we're just talking about what men go through.
Right, and I understand that, right? There is a space
But there was
for
an
that.
immediate connection to what women go through.
It was an immediate connection to what black women go through, yes.
Why?
Because I don't think that black women are often treated as women.
I don't really see. I really don't want to do the compare thing, right?
Don't worry, I
But
brought it up.
I do
I'll take
believe
it.
that there's more space for women to be human than men. Period. And I don't even know if that's a black or color thing. There's just more space for women to be. I think there's more understanding for women to have struggles or need assistance or need empathy or whatever than men. So if there's really no even reason for us to do this, because that wasn't even the point. But we was talking about men. We led with this whole conversation with this guy and the situation and him not knowing how to communicate his feelings or not feeling that he could do this, or the expectation of him being a father. That's what we threw at him. Yo, you're supposed to be this. Yeah, like you're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to be that and the other. There's a lack of humanity that goes into that I do believe we should be discussed.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I said before.
Go ahead.
No, like I said before, I think a lot of these conversations to your point, we miss the humanity of it, and I think we missing that we're all humans at the end of the day, and we're always pointing at each other, trying to find the. You get what I'm saying? But just to the point, we are walking on damn near similar paths,
Yeah.
but we're always finding a reason to say, well, why that path wasn't this, or why that path wasn't this, instead of just saying, yo, we kind of in the same path together. Let's kind of figure out how to pave this shit
But there's
together.
no room for that because
That's what I'm saying.
generally what Dodge did is what
Happens.
the audience does.
Yeah.
It immediately because, but nigga, we dealing with the same shit. Yeah, we both fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
We both fucked up. And to be honest, when you're saying women third, I don't believe that men have the same space to speak on these things. The other niggas ain't listening to that shit, and the women ain't because men and women are constantly battling each other. See what I'm
Yes.
about to do?
Yeah.
But it's y'all get that too. Y'all
Yeah.
get that too. But that means y'all kind of have a one up on us because the women are listening to y'all.
And there's a sense of community with women.
I'm doing it still.
Girls,
I'm still doing
women's brunch, you know what I'm saying? Women's empowerment, stuff like that. There's a sense of community, and it's okay to feel or go off the rails as women, you know what I'm saying, amongst women. With men, not so much.
You gotta eat that up. Pause, not eat it up. That was crazy.
I don't know.
But you gotta suck that. Oh yeah, my bad.
Stop being gay.
My bad.
I think that I understand the point, and that's why I spoke from a place of myself, saying that I think that sometimes I lack empathy for black men because it's very hard for me to empathize with certain struggles that being a black woman that I feel like I've uplifted so many times, and I don't think that anybody ever fully heard me. So that now that you're putting words to feelings and thoughts and expressions of your existence, my empathy level is like, fuck y'all. Like, I've been saying this shit for years, and now y'all got a fucking checklist, and I'm supposed to feel like what?
I just feel like with the if you don't pay attention to what men go through, you're shooting yourself in the foot because we're expected to exist with all of these things and we don't talk about it. We don't really have the tools to deal with it, but we expect to be able to shower you with empathy and emotion and all of the positive things to help build you up. But you don't give a fuck what we go through. You literally just said, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So you kind of shooting yourself in the foot by doing that to us, or by not
I'm just
even
being
providing
honest.
a safe space. Being honest don't mean it's right.
No,
Right.
it's
That's
not.
cool.
But right and wrong is subjective. This is the part that I find interesting. It's like we lack accountability, but when I am being accountable, it's like it's not enough.
For what? Saying I'm just being honest?
I'm not saying this is not about right or wrong. I'm literally just justifying my thought process, and the accountability of that is that when I hear certain things, I understand and I am noticing that I lack empathy for the male experience, and this is why. I didn't say I was right. It's not about right and wrong. It's just a fact.
And the fact is that is shooting when women that do that. If we
them.
have to,
Some
women
of them.
that do that.
'Cause I
I'm
think
not saying women do that. I said women that do that.
No, I'm saying
right,
some of the women
are
that do
shooting
that.
themselves in the
Some
foot
of them are shooting themselves in the foot.
because you still have to deal with that man, or you want to deal with men. You want to find a man to lead, to be, to be a power in your life or a support system in your life, but you're not there for him in that way. He's expected to show up and perform.
Right.
I can't take ownership of that fact, which is why I'm framing it.
I
the way
am
that
going to write down these things that he said for me alone because I identified with so many of those things.
Yeah.
The expectation to perform,
Yeah.
like, and that's not even just sexually. That is
Yeah, let's
literally
perform everything.
Get
Everything.
it done, big dog. Whatever you going through, that's the last thing
That's
on the
yeah,
docket.
last
right?
on the docket.
The first thing is that these things need to be fucking done. The age thing, or
Yeah, that
there was like a million of
Yeah.
them things that I was like, yeah, I can see that. But because I bottled it up for so long, I don't even notice it. I'm a moving wheel. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's just interesting. It's very interesting. Okay. I don't think that I would really prepare myself enough for that conversation. But I will. I'm gonna write those things down, and
Yeah,
I'm
spend
gonna
the block
even
on
if I
it.
need
Yeah.
even if I need to just have that conversation with myself. I would think that if you're a man out there, those 10 things listed maybe write them down and look at them and like be really honest with yourself if you do feel like, because what's the negative to having that expected to perform? What's the negative in that?
What do you mean?
How could that negatively affect you?
Because I think you start making decisions not based off of what's best, but based off of the results of the performance, right? And I think you're not moving with the same organicness or the same type of grace because it's just about getting the task done. So you start, sometimes you may cut corners, sometimes you might do things that's out of your characters, you know what I'm saying? So I think it can be a lot. It can be a lot that comes with being expected to perform because it's just so much that I think that's on your plate.
Drew said burnout and lack of self-care. And I think that definitely is definitely high on the list. I don't like, I know what I want to say, but I don't want to sound probably more fucked up than I already sound. But I am also very accountable with the fact that sometimes my thought processes are fucked up. Like I'm a Slytherin. Like, I don't know what, like, stop expecting good things out of me because I have very bad thoughts about people in general. So
The fear of being burdened. I do want to ask you, do women feel that way? In what way?
Oh my God, I feel like that all the time. Feel like fear of being a burden in the sense of, as women, sometimes we get stigmatized as being naggers just for expressing things or just for sending out a reminder for something I already said. Like, I don't want to be a burden. And then we also hide elements of our lives from people that love us because you don't want to burden somebody else with your problems. So sometimes we tend to suffer in silence. Or you might have a situation where, you know, a friend might reach out to you and you're going through fucking hell yourself. But if you reach out to me and you're going through something, how the fuck do I look throwing my shit on top of yours? So now I have to put mine to the side to be that good friend for you in that moment. You can, the fear of being a burden just by having certain wants, needs, and desires. If you find yourself in a relationship with somebody that doesn't have the same means or the same access as you, then sometimes women may stifle their wants, needs, and desires so that you don't look like a certain way to your partner, like trying to one-up them. Or, you know, I had an ex-boyfriend that was broke as fuck when we was dating, and all he ever wanted to do was stay in the house. But I wanted to be outside. And I'm like, he's like, oh, I don't have the bread. And I'm just like, yo, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I'll pay for us to go outside. And he's like, no, I don't want you to pay for me. But then when I do go outside, he in the house playing the game all day. And he got an attitude. So I'm damned if I go outside with you. I'm damned if I pay for us to go outside. Like, so now it's like I feel stuck. Like, I don't even know how to communicate with you anymore. So now I'm stuck in the house with you when I really want to be outside because I'm trying to be supportive. I don't want to fucking be here.
Yes.
Burden?
How does that affect men?
Oh, man. I feel like a lot of what Dodge said is true. I think a big part is the holding down our emotions and bottling everything up. I think, and I've been in that space a lot myself, where I've been spaces where I was broke to the world, right? And I've been with a person and I wouldn't say nothing, stomach touching. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the letter C in the crib, and I will say nothing. I would act like nothing is going on because I want to appear like I got it figured out, right? And then the times where it did come up where I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying, this situation, it's always like, well, why you didn't say nothing? Or why you don't tell me these things? Because it's like, yo, like, we, you know what I'm saying, we have a certain thing with us, so it's like, why would I come to you? And you know what I'm saying, if anything, I'll go outside and sell an eighth right now if I need to. You know what I'm saying? That I'll do that before I just hit your phone. And you know what I'm saying? And I think we have that in our mind, and we're always willing to go do some irrational shit as opposed to say, yo, hey, I need some help. You know what I'm saying? Because I think our pride and our ego gets the best of us in those moments. So I think, you end up hurting yourself. Like I said, I've been in situations, like I said, where I wasn't eating as frequently, you know what I'm saying? And that hurt my health, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what you gonna do here, big dog? You know what I'm saying? Is it that important for you to look or seem a type of way, or you know what I'm saying? Do you want to be whole? You know what I'm saying?
I have a few more, but I'm gonna forego that. Conversation is pretty good as it is. I just think that what I saw and what Dodge said and what I saw and what you said, same title, two different effects on the person. I will say, I agree. I hear you when you say women go through the same thing.
Yeah.
I would love to read a book or something like that. I would love to read a book, but on how these things affect women versus how they affect men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what we're missing in the way that we deal with each other when it comes to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I was to understand a lot of that shit about you, like really be able to really live with it, understand it at from just regular thought.
Right.
She's going through this. This is what I should be doing to support her in that. The way I treat her would be completely different.
Right.
Right? And vice versa.
Yeah.
That's just very interesting.
Yeah. That was good.
I got a text from my family group chat today. Where is it? Here it is. And I'm only going to play this because I got this text from my family group chat. Okay? Y'all good? Every cool? Let me see.
Heard the news through a whisper in the yard. Somebody said Malcolm gone. I sat there and I ain't even know what to feel, man. We ain't break bread or talk on the phone, but I knew his name like a brother's name. Watching you on the screen, a black man with grace, not just part of the scene. You walk like royalty, talk with truth.
You're not in that family
You
group
showed
chat, right?
the world.
You're not in that. That's not your side of the family, right? Okay.
You weren't chasing fame. You were chasing.
They got pianos in prison?
Yo, can you tell me who sent that?
Oh, Margaret.
All right, that's peace. Salute on Margaret. I got nothing bad to say.
For one, I don't know where to start this.
I'm not, yo.
So with several different places we go, but I do want to say before y'all start flaming this, we did lose a great. We lost a great.
Yeah, I'm not ready to talk about it, so let's bypass that one.
When today? I think we should.
You
give
taking
him,
this hard.
I think we should give him.
Yeah, I think he deserves at least a.
We can give him
condolences.
a moment of silence because that shit bust my head.
It did.
Yeah.
And can I just talk then? If you're not gonna say anything. First, for one, very. Like, we lose so many greats to their own evils. Right? Like, we got to knock that nigga off. Knock that nigga off. Knock that. Even the person singing this song, knock that nigga off. But Malcolm he stayed true to being not Theo, but
Just a dope black man.
we didn't lose with him. When I was growing up, the effect of that show, it was the first time I seen a positive black family on the screen. Not saying that there wasn't other ones, but that was the one I tuned into. I was that age. It was just very much promoted. And Theo, Vanessa, Rudy,
Sandra.
It was, and even the relationship between Cliff and Claire. It was just beautiful to watch. And the evolution of them through the years that we had on that show, it was just something that, I right now aspire to be. That would be like a dream life. When I'm looking for houses right now, I think about that. right? I think about the kids running through the house, coming up and down the stairs, or sitting at the dining room. Or I think about what that family did for us, and he was a legend for that, and he's a legend for just how he carried himself throughout life. I hear that he was a man to his last, a father to his last breath, to his last breath.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel for his family that
Especially his daughter.
his daughter has to live with the fact that my dad was like that to the very
Very end.
last minute. I believe that he, saved her.
Yeah, I was gonna say shout out to the people that went in there and got her. You know what I'm saying? I should definitely shout out to them.
So yeah, moment of silence for him and for his family.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Now, yo, what's up with older people, bro?
Yo, I want to know where they got that from. Where they got
What's
that?
up with older people?
Like, why y'all like to piss me off on this show?
How did they find? I just want to know how they get the record.
No, but they all in the chat. Yo, powerful message by R. Kelly. Yo,
How you
they're
ain't
like,
leave the chat?
They're like, it's so great to hear R's voice and his beautiful song to
Wait, hold on, how he recording?
That's what I said. They got piano.
You mean
It's
Story
gotta
Lane
be
shit?
AI, unless maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm
probably
hearing it's AI, but it took somebody from our generation
Of course.
to be like, "Oh, yo, dead ass."
Y'all dead ass like.
Nah, she was like, "Yo, oh, yo, dead ass right now."
Yo, I love Daja, yo.
The disconnect is crazy between the generations.
Oh yeah.
That's why I say, loud and proud, y'all generation is some fucked up people.
That's above us.
Yeah, that's
No,
not-
those are the niggas that raised y'all. Y'all not know. Y'all 1 degree of separation. Y'all not know better. Y'all not know better.
Powerful message from R is crazy.
A powerful
From all
message.
is
That was
crazy.
my mother. That was my mother.
Your mother said that?
Yeah, powerful
Yeah.
message.
Nah,
from
me,
R.
we gotta have a conversation. Me and Ma gotta talk. I ain't really really
I'm dead.
talk to her in a minute.
Hmm.
Are they good? And what you said?
I didn't comment.
Good move.
I
You
just-
gotta
I
let that
was
one. You gotta let
like,
that
yo,
one go.
because it's like, yo,
Yeah.
I actually didn't want to hear what people thought about it. So there's really nothing to,
It's
you
not-
know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Nothing to
But
break
I
down.
do realize
But you
that there
gonna
is
put
a
us in this
disconnect.
position and
I
make
do
us
realize
listen
that
to
there's
it.
a disconnect. And the way people view their greats, right? Shortly after that, Hulk Hogan passed. Somebody put that in the chat. I was like, okay, and what I said, good for
Fuck
that
that.
nigga.
Yo, niggas like, yo.
Yo, there's people out there that were like blown away by Hulk Hogan passing
Yeah, because
Didn't he just call us niggas like
10 minutes
2
ago.
minutes ago? Like,
yeah, but a lot of people didn't even catch that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of lifelong fans, they completely missed that debacle. They didn't
I
even
didn't
know
miss
that.
shit.
I'm
I
like-
seen it. That nigga had on that red hat.
Yeah, I seen him at the MAGA shit. Once he did the MAGA shit, I'm like, all right, I'm cool. But hold on, I will say this though. I don't know how I feel about people killing him in his death because
Nigga, what?
hold on. I think we got to keep. See, that's my problem with people. We never keep the same energy. We always pick and choose who we gonna do shit with and who we not.
Drake is going to be in this conversation.
This has nothing to do with that. I'm talking about in death. People, we
Okay.
usually say like, yo, in death, we let people rest. All right, yo, cool, whatever. They dead. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to talk down on a dead person or whatever.
I ain't never said no shit like that.
But in certain situations, it just, I don't know. I just think it's funny.
What are you
like,
talking about? Don't hold your.
I'm
say it.
not saying me personally. I'm talking about people. A lot of people.
But what are you comparing it to?
I'm talking about people that passed, maybe like people in our community that passed from gang violence, gun violence, and when they pass away, and when people say negative things about them, we say, "Yo, let them rest." Yo, they did whatever in the street. All right, cool, but they're, you know what I'm saying, they're passed. Why doesn't that extend the same way?
To because they're not from our community. He's not from our community.
I guess. Well, listen, let me be clear. Fuck him.
I get it.
It's
But I'm
certain
just
niggas when they die,
asking
I
for
got
the
nothing
conversation
nice to
where
say.
it's like, because that's like, well, how do you pick and like, you know what I'm saying? Is it because me it's like depending on who we like more. That's
Why
how it
do I
sounds.
give a fuck about somebody that did not give a fuck, bro.
Because that's what I don't like, because you're saying this because he's white, but there's black people who don't give a fuck.
Racist.
But there's black people who don't give a fuck, but you
Fuck
don't
them
say
too.
that. But
Like
that's
who?
not the sentiment. That's what I'm saying.
Like who? Give me one person that died that we supposed to spit on their grave.
Well, see that I don't agree with spitting on people's graves. I feel like once they dead, just it's cool. Like that's how I feel.
So
So
you're not going A-Town stomp on certain niggas' graves.
no, I don't feel like stomping on anybody's graves is necessary.
It's to help them.
Yeah, you're just packing the dirt.
Yeah,
Just packing the dirt in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Make sure they're comfortable.
just make
Yo,
sure
honestly,
you tucked in
you
there.
got
Honestly, I
tucked in?
I truly didn't. I don't care one way or another.
Yeah,
I wasn't really jumping in comments on some yo fuck man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't when Loon said that and it's just, yo, oh my God, Hulk Hogan died. I was like, and
That was funny.
good
That was just funny.
riddance. I don't care.
But even certain people that is maybe like, yo, they want to say rest in peace or whatever. I feel like why are you killing the people for saying, like, you know what I'm saying? That was funny what you did, but certain people are really killing people, killing them.
Super
Like
killing.
that's why I'm like, all right, bro, what we doing? Like,
But I think that some niggas got it.
I could say you
Some
can say
niggas
fuck
gotta
them and
die.
move on.
I'm sorry, because here's the thing, right?
We was just putting the YNs in slavery a week ago.
We not no better than nobody. But the fact of the matter is like this, right? I judge people by how they react to certain people. Don't piss me off.
My bad.
I judge people by how they react to certain people. I personally would hope that I am not in proximity with anybody that would be like,
oh my God.
R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. I'm gonna look at you funny in the light because it's like, where do your moralities lie? Like, I understand that he was a famous wrestler. I understand you probably grew up on him, but the minute that he called you niggas a nigga, where do we draw the line? And that's the same way I feel with R. Kelly. Like, where do we draw the line? Like, I am 100% good off of him. Like,
But you told me
there
you
are
should,
songs
you should
that
still
I
listen to.
Oh, clean it.
Yeah.
lie again.
Clean it up.
You told me there was songs that you still
Clean
listen
it
to.
up.
Lie again.
It's
What
on the
song?
podcast.
What song?
Clean it up.
It's
What
on this
song?
podcast, Trav. Did she
I
not?
sing songs in my head and catch myself and be like, oh shit, I can't sing that shit. And that's exactly what I was just about to say. Even when it comes to R. Kelly, like, there are songs that are ingrained in my ethos of music, and then like I'll sometimes hear a word and catch myself start singing some shit, and I'm like, oh, that used to be my shit.
Damn.
Fuck, I can't sing that shit.
Damn.
And it blows my fucking mind. I was just at the garden party this weekend, and niggas was playing some old school song that I don't remember what song it is, but it was like a part of the song. It was like a shout out to P. Diddy, and we was like, yeah, shout out to Puff. Fuck, man, I can't even. It's one of those types of moments. There are songs of his that I miss, that I would love to listen to, but I can't. Like, I be trying, like, not even like in the privacy of my home. I be trying. I'm like, I can't.
Question.
I can't listen to it.
Is Diddy music off the table?
Diddy music for me, his verses is off the table.
They was always off the table.
But okay.
They was never on the table.
But yeah, I
I mean, like the records that, you know, you
I'm
good?
good. I'm good on it.
On the bad boy cuts.
I'm
Yeah.
still listening to Diddy music.
I'm
That's
good
why
on
I'm
it.
asking, because
As
I'm
far as
like,
the ones that, because I haven't gone back to like,
I'm not saying listen to No Way Out, no shit
Yeah.
like that. I'm just talking about the
Wait,
cuts. You know,
No
the
Way
cuts,
Out.
the
Yeah,
famous
like, I
cuts.
just-
Like,
what? No Way Out was fire.
I'm good on it.
no, it was, but
I
I'm just
don't know.
saying, like, I might not be that deep into it.
I'm currently good on it.
You good?
I'm currently good on it.
I understand that. But I'm not frying nobody for listening. I think that's just personal choice. And if you say you don't, then I get that. But I'm not. The reason I stopped listening to R. Kelly shit was because his music reminded me
Too
of his
close to
actions.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too
And-
close to
and-
comfort.
Yeah, he was drawing too
His
close to
muses, the muses to his music were crazy.
Yeah.
Directly aligned
Yeah.
with
Visible, you
can't-
can see it, yeah.
I can see it. With the
Yeah.
Diddy shit, I ain't hear him like,
Yeah, and R. Kelly, he's that good. So, like, you know, you can see the shit, like,
Mm-hmm.
in the music. So you like, yeah, I'm cool, bro.
But with Hulk Hogan, he was one of the champions of ours when we was young. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he was that good, right, with wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing you know, he's like, N-word this.
Mm-hmm.
And then even with the show, I just looked at him like, when he had like the Hogan show or some shit like that,
Yep.
I just didn't fuck with him.
Yeah, bro, I feel like people a lot of people get to live long enough to where you know what I'm saying, where they say you get to see
See a
yourself
villain.
become the villain. You know what I'm saying? I think that happens a lot with people because you know what I'm saying. You have the legacy, and it's like you're beloved, and then once we get to kind of see you for you, it's like
Facts.
you could undo your whole legacy in 3
But-
years.
I was too young when he was a star to
You caught the back end of
understand
it.
what racism looked like.
But like thinking back, like does it give you the ick? To
Yeah,
think about,
because
like,
now
yo,
I
used to
realize he was
champion-
probably like that the
Yeah.
whole time.
Definitely, not probably. Definitely was like that the whole time.
And I just did it because I was young and just didn't realize it. But he was probably like that the whole time. So when I started seeing him later in life, I'm just like,
How dare I used to like?
Did you watch
like
the wrestling doc, the Vince McMahon joint?
nah.
I did.
I heard.
You watched it, right? And you know he so the wrestlers were trying to unionize, right? Because you know the shit was fucked. This shit was wild.
Yeah.
They was running a completely different business. So the wrestlers went to unionize, and he was like, "Oh word." He went right to Vince, like, "Yo,
Snitch.
yo, listen, big dog, yo, they about to feel me."
Whole
And then the
snitch
wrestlers
bitch.
hated that nigga for that. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Because he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna stay at the top, and y'all niggas stay at the bottom."
And did all of that just to move to
Yeah, just to
the
go to-
fucking ops.
Seen Carucci with Deion Sanders today.
I don't know what that is. I don't even.
Yo.
I'm not even trying to unpack that. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
understand
nah.
what the fuck just happened.
Yo, you're rolling out crying is crazy. The rollout with the cry is nuts.
The rollout at the cancer surgery, like
That's what I'm
we
saying.
couldn't get a red carpet moment. Like how did you get there? When did you
But this
show
is
up
what I'm
there?
saying. You rolling out the relationship with the cry. It's like, what are we supposed to say to this? We love Dion.
Love him.
We don't have no problem with you.
No beef.
He just beat cancer. What honest? How can we give a real take here? What we gonna say for real?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this information.
Yeah, nah.
I think I would have been happier not having this information. Like this piece of the story was unnecessary.
I mean, they're only 20 years apart. It is what it is, right? 57. He's 57. She's 37. She's a grown-ass woman. She can make her own decisions.
So you know what I hate? Like what I'm secretly hating?
We did.
Drea and her boyfriend and whatever the fuck this shit is that they got going on. These little clips that they doing. When
Yeah.
she's like, who was the better driver? I literally been driving your whole life. Turned it off.
Yeah, no,
Scroll.
no.
I just want everybody to leave me alone.
Yeah,
I wanna be
It's
left
to me,
alone.
it's the age that
nasty
he's
work.
at. I mean, when you get older, you do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Right? Like Carucci, I can't be mad at her for doing. It's just
been
kind of. It
broke.
was kind of like weird, but to me, when I first seen it, but now I think about it, it's like, all right, you know, it is what it is. But with Drea, he acts like a little kid. He acts like an impressionable little kid. So that is just very much a completely different situation.
Right.
And you gotta remember too, he didn't. From my understanding, I don't think he went to college. He went straight from high school into the G League Ignite. So he went straight from high school and just been kind of in the professional basketball sense from then. So he didn't, you know what I'm saying? He didn't really have no transition process from, you know, on a social level.
My son said she said he be forgetting to pack drawers on trips. I said, all right, y'all lost me. Get me
nah,
out of
they-
here. Get
they-
me out the group chat.
Niggas is on something, y'all.
Get me out the group chat.
Oh, speaking of on something, your boy Hunter Biden was doing his rounds.
Yo, do we have that clip? Can we listen to Hunter?
Please pull it up.
Wait, Hunter Biden. Let me see. Hunter.
That's not even
So-
my man's like
yeah,
that.
so-
I got nothing on it. You know, crack is whack though. Crack is cheap.
He was telling, the difference between crack and the coke, you feel me? It's just the. It's like, yo, Joe Biden, he didn't do all that for this. I promise you.
Nah, son, come on, son. This whole country is a fucking
Yo.
joke.
Wait, let me find it. I
Fucking-
gotta find it.
hate
Yo.
it here.
On IG.
This
Hold
country
on.
is a joke and a cesspool
Yo.
of stupidity.
Bro, y'all couldn't believe that shit was happening.
I can't believe it. We been knew he was a crackhead.
But the breakdown on the, like, yo.
Let me see.
That was really his
Like, we
shit,
didn't need
though.
that Hunter. We was good.
Fuck who?
Wait, come on.
Oh, yeah, the Democrats, he not fucking with them either.
Cocaine is sodium bicarbonate in water and heat. Literally, that's it.
And those things are pretty much free if you go to like a science store.
This is free.
What the fuck is a science
Go
store?
to your neighborhood convenience store and just get Anyway, I don't want to tell people how to make crack cocaine, but it literally is a mayonnaise jar, cocaine, and baking soda.
How different is the experience?
It's vastly different. And like for real, I feel really reluctant to kind of have some euphoric discussion. I know you're not asking me to do that, but have some euphoric discussion about crack cocaine.
I think this might be kind of the opposite here.
Okay, no, it's the exact opposite. I'm saying I don't want to have the experience of some euphoric recall. That's how
Yo,
powerful.
nigga said the shit was so good, he don't even want to go back.
I don't even want to think about
I don't
it.
even want to think about that shit. You see, my pops just got me out that bullshit, right?
Yo, the nigga crack is some powerful shit.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga.
Y'all
That's
know
what
how I feel
motherfucker
about
said.
crack.
If
That
you
nigga, he
smoke
look
crack
like
one
Joe- he
time,
look like Joe Biden
you
right now.
probably a crackhead. Because after that, that feeling, it's hard to come back from that.
Look at him. You heard the nigga? He had to stop him like, yo, nah, I'm not. Yo. I'm not doing that. That's what I'm not going to do with you.
Like itching his arm. You know what I mean?
Is crack synonymous with dick sucking?
No.
Huh? What?
Why would that? Go ahead.
Because I just
Yo.
always assumed that crackheads suck dick. So I just wanted to know. It was
Where'd
just
you get that? Where'd you get that? Like, where you got
because
that
you always
synopsis from?
heard like niggas
wish
would
it
like
was.
suck dick for crack.
I wish it was synonymous with dick sucking.
Didn't you get your dick sucked by a crackhead?
That was hate. A
For
little
crack?
Bit. That was hate.
I don't know that person.
Oh, that was the
He
old
said
body?
that was. He said that was.
Nigga said
He
that
said
was
he's a
the
body
old
double.
body.
It's the body double.
I try to tell y'all things in confidence around here.
See how it works.
I was very young and impressionable.
That kind of makes it worse.
I was very young.
Did she
and
have teeth?
impressionable. I don't remember. I didn't kiss her. And I would think I was like third in line. They was like, yo, Tal, go ahead in there. I swear to God. They was like, yo, Tal, go in there. I didn't even know. I wasn't there for that. We was at the trap. And niggas was like, yo, you got to, come on. We gonna break your crackhead virginity.
What?
I don't know,
Yo,
bro.
I ran away from a train before too.
You did?
Yeah. When I was younger, remember I'm the youngest like on my block, so everybody else was older. It was this girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but it was this girl that lived on the
Why you
block.
remember her
She was a
name?
little.
You remember her name?
We were all.
Yeah, well, click.
Yeah, we look up the block click, whatever. It's basically my friend, one of my boys was eating a General Tso's chicken, some Chinese food, and she was like, "Yo, let me get one." And he was like, "Yo, well, if I give you one, you gotta suck our dicks." And she was like,
For
"All
a
right,
piece of chicken?
General Tso's chicken." I'm not lying.
One round General Tso? One morsel?
He gave it like a couple. It was a couple out of the
Like one per person.
No, just like a few, like just like a. So they went in the alley. So everybody was getting head, and she was like a little. I'm not gonna say slow, but I think she was like 16 in the 9th grade, so she wasn't like super savvy. Long story short, I get down there, right? So they're like, yo, listen, it's time for you to get the head. Like, yo, this is your moment right now. So I went down there. So I went downstairs. So she's literally on her knees. She's like, all right, like, come on. And I deadass got scared. And I'm like, something in my mind was like, yo, this is not right. This is not right. So I deadass ran out the alley. So niggas laughed at me for years. Like, yo, you ran away from that. You
Did
ran
you
away.
run?
Yes, I ran out the alley. Yes. Yo, I will call my brother after this, and I will let him tell you, bro. He will tell you, like, yo, nigga ran out the alley. Niggas like, yo, they
Call
never.
him right now. Call him right now. I'm waiting to tell his story.
Bro.
Wait, how old were you?
They were like, my brother, they were like 16 at the time, so I was like maybe 11 or 12. All right. I hope he answer, yo.
Yo, I'm not laughing. That's fucked up, son. That's really fucked up, son. Yo, I'm never gonna be a better person, yo. I'm never making it to be a better person, son.
I was at my son's birthday party, and the nigga was like, yo, you know we gotta get them to the strip club now. No, he didn't say that. He said we gotta get. I think he said we gotta get them some. And I was like, "That's my sons, bro."
You fucking crazy.
He was like, "I know, but I want them to, we gotta crack their whatever." He says something about getting them to this point of life because he would hate for them to not get. And I was like, "Bro, they 18, and then they autistic." He's like, "You was taking them to strip club or something." I said, and then how are they going to be able to differentiate the behavior that happens in the strip club and riding the train,
Right.
or the bus, or being in the
Right.
supermarket?
Come
like
on,
you're
son.
trying to open a door that
Fast,
you
so
don't
you
even
never gonna
know
be able to
what's on the
close.
other side of that.
Yeah.
They're not going to know that. Oh, we're just right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the things that they see, bro. You're not thinking about how that's going to affect them. Them trying to do that to you from 16 to 11 is crazy. But I mean,
I understand why you
I
ran. I would have
understand.
ran too.
Yeah, but like I said, I've always been like that. I always, like I said, even though like I would get clowned or I would get kid shit, like I always did what I wanted to do, made my own choices. So for better or worse, and that was the decision that I always am happy that I made that decision because to me they all look crazy for that. That was a nuts setup.
That was crazy.
From the General Toast chicken to the whole shit was nuts.
Yo, the
So I'm happy
Nah, you
that
gotta
I
stop.
could
The
stand in
chicken
that.
is flooring me,
Bro,
bro.
yo,
the
what?
chicken
Yo.
is killing my soul.
I told him to call me back ASAP. So if he calls back, I'll answer.
Nah, I can't.
You. All right. All right, man. All right, one or two more, and then we out of here. Okay, we'll get you in a cab.
To Jersey?
No, that's too far. It's too much.
You paid
How
for
much
it?
is it?
I don't know. I ain't never tried that.
You never did a cab from here to Jersey?
Not to the new house. Nah.
Oh, it's far. All right.
Well, you wouldn't know. You never been there, so.
I'm
I was
right down
around
the
the
block.
other day.
I know you was. You bum.
It's
I'm right down the block. My shit like 10 cash. So.
Nobody was paying for your cab, brother.
So, there's a lot of, I was in Jersey by her crib, but I was looking for a crib. I was out there shopping for houses.
Okay.
And her area came up. And I was like, yeah, let's go over there. Right? So we went over there, and then she saw me on my, whatever. I don't know
I
what
didn't
she
see
did.
you. You hit me up. You
Was
took
that your
a
building?
picture.
That wasn't your building.
That wasn't my building. It was a crusher. This nigga sends me a picture of a building 2 blocks away from my building. Is like, you live over here? Bitch, you know I live over here.
You live over here. It's crazy.
Wifey knew that she lived over there. She was like, I think that's Dodge's house, or like that's where we went to the restaurant for her birthday or whatever. And so that happened. Wifey knew.
Because she's
But
better than you.
much better. I mean, okay, and what's your point?
Yeah,
Like, and
he said that wasn't news.
isn't that what you surround yourself by?
Yeah.
Better than people that are better than you? What's your point? Which just reminds me of a tweet that I saw where it says it's 2025 and y'all still believe y'all building wealth by owning a home. Either y'all don't know what wealth means, or that repeated phrase sold that false reality, and y'all never stop to interrogate what wealth means. That's not how it works for the average home buyer. Do y'all agree?
To a degree. I think that it's better or more probable to build wealth on investments and investment properties than just owning a home yourself.
But what is wealth?
That is subjective.
Subjective. I was gonna say that's subjective.
Because for me, you start somewhere and you get somewhere. You're not just gonna become Jay-Z overnight. You're not just gonna become Beyonce
That's not
overnight.
even wealth. That's a different level.
Right? But isn't being able to pass a home down to your children,
That's a part of it.
That's more, to me, that's more legacy.
isn't that a part of it?
No, not necessarily, because you could pass something down to your kids and they could fuck it up. So
That don't mean that's not wealth though. I think being able to pass a house down, I think that is a version of wealth.
To me, that is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Definitely, like being able to do that versus giving a Section 8 apartment.
please.
Which
Even
happens.
that, but
People
even
pass
that,
it.
but
even
even
it
that
is.
is
It actually
a,
still
you know
is.
what I'm saying? Yeah, because you remember certain
That shit love.
some people have parents where their parents leave them nothing. They walking around with a donut.
Nothing. Damn, do I want to say this? I'm gonna say it just for the people out there that are listening and might say, "Damn, let me do that." When I started my job, it was told, yo, start a 457, a 401k. I put the average amount in there. I never looked in it. It gets taken out my check every week, but I just figured like when I retire, it'll be given to me or whatever. It's just what we did. It just is what it is. When it got to the real estate portion, they were like, well, we need to know if you have any investments. And I was like, I don't, he was like, yeah, well, you have, the thing from your job. I was like, yeah, it's probably like 100,000, something like that in there. When I looked in there,
Movie.
Just understand, I said, I thought it was just a buck.
I know, yeah. That's what I said, movie.
Yeah, I know it's something in there. You told me what house ranges you was looking at. I said, oh.
I seen the style of the cribs. What did I say to you earlier? I said to him, I said, yo, those cribs you show, you trying to get one of those? Yo, man, I wish.
Let's be clear. Those are not. I wish those are $3 million houses, $4 million houses. A lot of the ones I look at, it's just the real estate market is crazy. Oh my God.
You want me to answer?
Yeah.
Yo, what up, gang? Ain't nothing. Yo, I'm live on the podcast right now. Don't say nothing incriminating. I'm on show Shameless Pod, right? Man, with Tahoe and Dodge, right? So we was recalling some stuff from back in the day, and I had told them about the time that I had ran away from the head.
The way this nigga just bust out laughing
So
immediately.
That's a true story.
So I told them that the whole exchange started with General Toast chicken.
That's a fact.
From one of the homies, right?
Yo, how many General So's did y'all give
It was
her?
actually mine. It was mine.
Nigga.
He said, Tahoe said, how many General Toast did you give? Did you give her half the tray, or did you give her a few?
Nah, she asked initially. I told her to wait. And then when I ate my food and whatever was left, I just gave it to her.
Okay.
And y'all was just getting y'all dick sucked for chicken, huh?
They said, then y'all set it up for me, and I ran away.
Yeah, you said no. You didn't run away. You said no.
Okay, I didn't run. I just said no, and y'all clowned on me.
Said no.
Yeah.
You said no. So the team said, all right, we'll go.
They did, bro. They was not, bro. They did not believe the General Tso's chicken shit, bro. I was
Nah,
like,
that's really fucking crazy. The hood is nasty work.
Nothing but you.
You said, oh,
What?
Nobody else was supposed to get nothing. It was just supposed to be for you. So everybody else went because you didn't go.
Yeah. So.
Nobody else wanted that.
All right,
Yo,
you got one more?
no, I'm good.
You
You
good?
was
Y'all
about
good?
to ask a follow up?
All right.
Salute, man.
All right, yo, I'll meet you when I leave here.
Yo,
All right, bro, love you.
nigga said it was for you.
I was gonna ask how old you was for sure, but I didn't want to know.
I was like 12.
He was 11 10 minutes ago.
He's 6 years older than me. So if he was 16, 17, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Said I set it up for you, son.
Nuts.
It's a horrible.
This led into, so what I'm telling y'all about the 457 and the 401ks, please invest in that shit when you get your job, right?
Yep.
It's going to take a little percentage of your money out, but that shit builds and the stock market is bugged, right? And don't think about it. People like to scare you like, oh, the stock market ain't good. The stock market always wins, bro.
Stock market always wins.
It always comes back, bro. Just leave that shit in there. Don't pay no attention to that shit. And you never know. What I was thinking was, it's crazy because I'm trying to buy a crib right now, but what if I'd have passed away? My daughter's the recipient. My son's my daughter. My kids are the recipient. They would have got this check out of nowhere.
Crazy.
And it would have been like,
Movie.
That's the way it's
my
supposed
dad
to be.
looked out.
That Pops looked out.
We were talking about creating wealth and shit like that. I know people that got something from their family when they passed. That's a big fucking deal.
Sure
I
is.
tell people that all the time. My dad passed away in 2016, and he had a mental condition before he passed, and he basically, all of his money and his wife's money, he basically got scammed away. So he basically gave all of the money away. So all of the money that was saved for me, my brothers and sisters, the house, he damn near lost my aunt house out there That's how bad he was in debt, right? So when I tell people all the time, be happy and be blessed about, you know what I'm saying? You have parents that leave stuff to you. Like that shit is so important because when you have a parent that leaves and it's like zero, it's tough. It's real tough out here.
It's fucked up.
When I talk about going to look for these cribs, appraisals come up and shit like that. Have you ever heard of a process called de-blacking a home?
De-blacking? No, I never heard that.
De-blacking a home, like removing black pictures and stuff like that, so that you can actually sell it. Yeah.
You've heard of that?
Yeah.
I didn't know this was a thing, but
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was the term, but I know that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's play the video where people know what the hell de-blacking a home is.
I would get a fair appraisal.
Listen to this.
After getting a low appraisal in my personal house last year, I had to take down all the art and anything that identified me as being black so that I would get a fair appraisal. After I de-blackified my house, the second appraisal came in at $500,000 more. I'm currently in the process of refinancing a rental property, and I didn't think an appraiser's bias would affect it. This multifamily on a prime Clinton Hill block getting full value rent should easily appraise for the top of the market. Although no other property on the block has sold for less than $3 million in the last 2 years, my bigger property came back at $2.6 million. Instead of using the comps on the block, the appraiser used a comp that was half a mile away and another comp that was in need of a full gut renovation. I immediately contacted the bank and demanded that they have another appraisal done. But this time, I stayed home and I had a white person go and show the property on my behalf. Without a trace of any of my chocolateness, my property now appraised for $3.7 million in just 10 days, $1.1 million more.
1.1 more in 10 days without doing anything but de-blacking a home. It happens more than you think. Crazy.
Yep. I just didn't know that was a term for it, but I've definitely heard of people that sell homes going and saying like they actually may do extra stuff. They may put up different pictures or stock pictures
stock
of people.
Photos, stage your crib.
Because I've heard that before.
My family owned 3 brownstones in Bed-Stuy. They were sold like motherfucking Girl Scout cookies. Like the amount of money that they were sold for were so beneath and below market rate, but they sold it to a crackhead. Because my aunt owned 3 brownstones in Bed-Stuy, and when she passed away, her will disappeared. So her daughter, who was not in the will because she was a former crackhead, was in cahoots with the lawyer, and we could not find the correct will, which said that the crackhead obviously got nothing because crackhead. And because she was the next of kin and her only living child, she got all of the brownstones, and she was selling multi-million-dollar brownstones for like $500,000 because she just wanted the fast cash. She didn't actually care about the properties.
She could have
And
smoked
when I
crack forever.
tell you, these were top-notch, renovated brownstones. My family
$5 million type shit.
lost 3. Can you up 3?
That's even at the right now current rate. Even if you just go by what the state
This was
approvals
in
are,
2010.
4.5 million.
That's why I just said that's
2010.
five a piece.
3.
Left 3 million on the table at the lowest rate.
She could have smoked crack for way longer.
She died.
She died.
Oh, my bad.
Damn.
Oh, damn. My bad. I'm sorry.
She 8-town stomped.
Oh, you pack it in
She
there.
packed it
Right
there.
Pack
Oh
it
yeah,
up.
I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Pack it up. 3? A whole fucking legacy. 3.
Oh man.
Y'all sold 3 brownstones to a crackhead.
3 brownstones for under $3 million is crazy.
Crazy.
Yo, that is nuts.
It's fucked up. I was 18 at the time. I couldn't do
You
shit.
with it? I get it.
But you know
I got
what?
one last topic.
But
We've been here for fucking 2 hours. Yeah,
Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. We good right now. Don't start no shit.
I
Won't
love
be
you.
no shit.
I
I
said
love
I'm
you
sorry.
too. All right. I accepted your apology. Look, we had a great show.
We had a great show.
Don't fuck with me.
Niggas went in the back and rumbled.
Parker won.
Yes, she did.
Thanks to
the positive effects of the community. Thank you for everybody pulling together to make sure that the baby won the fundraiser. She was very excited.
who
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I know I cut you off. I have a question. Really? So let me guess. You getting that massage?
Well, I don't know yet because I haven't received the prize yet. So we'll see what happens.
You get the massage.
Do you want it?
Yes.
Sure, you can have it.
Why?
Why not? Because I'm not a dickhead. If you really want it, you can have it.
What else should I get besides the massage?
That's what the first prize winner, they get a spa day. So it's just like last year it was a $250 certificate to Spa Castle.
I don't know. I feel scared. I feel scared.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not feeling like
it feels.
Something's off here.
What are you
What's
doing?
off? What's happening? Do you want it? I'll give it to you. I'll email it to you when I get it.
All right, bet.
It's not that
Okay.
I just like winning to win. Like it's the prize is like cute, but
Son, I'm about to have 30 bags of popcorn.
nah,
here.
send that. If you don't want it, you can send it to me. I put
What you
them in my
gonna do?
office. I have Matt. Yo, we bought like 2 big ass boxes
Yeah.
too. Like I was just gonna put it in my office and have it for the kids so they be hungry and shit.
I gotta let the kids and her. Yeah, Drew. I definitely did. I was sitting there like, I definitely expect a fight. But
You know, it's
yeah, I gotta
fine.
let the kids go through it and they go through it. But I can't let them just stay. It's way too much popcorn. It's
mad
no way. It's no way. There was a mother on here that the caption is "no room policy." Yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
In LA, we ended up none of my kids got phones until they were 16. My 13-year-old, because we live in LA, we ended up getting her a phone, but we got her a phone from a special company. They're small and they make kid center phones that still look like smartphones. They still have some type of app access, but it has zero internet. So she has no internet. She has no social media. She doesn't even have an account to have social media. And the apps that are on her phone are all put there by me. And even if someone sends her a text, if it's slightly questionable material, it's held. And I have to release the text to be seen. So we have a phone together and all devices stay out of rooms. My daughter's never allowed to have her laptop in her. Actually, we have a no room policy. So basically your rooms are for sleeping. So you don't have to sit next to me on the couch, but you can be in the other part of the house living room, you know, or you can sit at the kitchen island, but we all, if we're awake, we are all together.
Oh, hell no.
I love it.
You love that. Why? I don't know. You don't think that that's like sheltering a little bit too much?
No.
Explain.
Listen.
At what point do you say like because once you let them have it, then what?
Once you let them have what?
The phone.
They have a phone.
Not with the freedom of the world there.
Why? There is no. We have to have better discernment as adults. There is no person or no child that is going through the cognitive things that they're going through that they need access to everything. That's crazy to me. There used to be a sense of the older you get, the more freedoms you get. Niggas is giving 7-year-olds cell phones with TikTok and Instagram and YouTube on it. And these kids are having access to things that they can't even fully process. That's not okay. Tuli's daughter has a similar phone as the phone that this woman is talking about. And we've definitely discussed it as a friend group. When it is time to get our kids cell phones, what kind of phones that we're going to give them. I was literally saying, I'm going to get Parker a fucking Nokia. She could play Snake on it and just call me. I'm not interested in my child being exposed to things before her brain is able to process what it is that she's really looking at.
And
I
what
don't
age?
care.
What age do you start exposing them?
I think that it's a slow roll in exposing. I don't see a world where Parker gets like an iPhone until she's like 16, 17. Like she knows that TikTok exists. She knows that Instagram exists. She sees Instagram. She'll lay next to me as I scroll through my timeline, or she knows that TikTok exists from school and friends and stuff like that. But that's not something that I need her to have 100% access to by herself. Absolutely not. I actually do love the no tablets in the bedroom thing. I didn't think about that, but then Parker doesn't have a tablet anyway. So,
What do you think about this?
I think as again, I don't have kids, but I think as a parent, I think with the internet, you definitely have to do what you can to mitigate things as much as you can, because it's only going to work but for so long, right? So I feel like any type of thing that you can do to prolong the process, I think is cool. But like she said, she was like, they got to all be together. Like if they're all up, they got to be in the same room. That I don't really agree with that. I think
no, she said there's other places in the house you could be in. You just can't be in your bedroom on your devices. And I think that that's 100% great, because I've seen shit that I should have never seen. And it's because these kids got phones in their bedrooms and they up at night and they making videos and
I agree with that.
they sending pictures and all the rest of this other shit that they shouldn't be sending, because their brain is not developed enough to know how to maneuver in this space. It's too much. It's too much too fast.
But I do think there's a fine line between protecting them and also educating them, because I think blocking them from it doesn't help them either.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't help. It actually does more harm than good, I think. So I think there has to be a line, I think, of helping and exposure, right? And I feel like with the exposure, I think that the exposure should come from the parents more, because it can be controlled.
Yes.
Because once they go outside and once they go to the school, it's over. Whatever you said in the crib is over with. Trust me.
That's my only thing.
It's over. That's
while you doing that, the other kids around, you have to then do their whole circle, their whole social circle.
That's
because especially once they become teenagers, they're just gonna be on their friend's phone at school.
That's why I said you control it.
It's happening already. So and by the time, I don't want to say they don't understand it between, say, she's 6 and 10, but by the time she starts understanding it, the other kids are understanding it too, for real.
Baby,
and they're they're circulating.
Bro,
she will have a page.
They understand it before
She
that.
will have a page on her friend's phone under a different name.
Yeah,
she'll
all
have
do
a
that.
Finsta. So the access is there. She just can't do it when she's home.
Yeah, and she can only do it. She can't really do it at school either. And I think that is also why I'm very strategic about making sure that my child is in charter school, because it's no phone buildings all the way through high school. They cannot have their phones out. Their phones are locked up and locked away. So it is a very finite amount of time that she will have certain experiences. I'm not into not allowing her to have any experiences at all, but I do think that things that they need to be controlled. Like literally just this summer, we started allowing her to play video games. So we started her with Crash Bandicoot. She's doing Lego Fortnite. Those are the only 2 games that she can play right now, because I know she's into games and that's something that she's like interested in. But we just have to make sure that we're doing it the right way. And I'm not overexposing my kid to the world, because I know who my child is. She's very sheltered, maybe a little bit more on the naive side, but I'm okay with that because she's age appropriate. And I don't want her to be in a position where she gets too much information and then that age appropriateness kind of goes out the window and now you maneuvering like a teenager and you 10.
Now, the comments in the chat, we're speaking about the clip that we listened to, right? And 3 people commented, as soon as she gets a little bit of freedom, she's going to go buck wild. The next person says, forcing a child to have to be in the same space as you is a bit much. Kids also need alone me time. And the third said, no, the rooms are for sleeping. When they're awake, they're in the same space.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That's tough. That's tough.
I mean, like, I think that...
Because I think kids need time to be kids.
I don't know
this
if
is
I
not
feel
phone.
like it's tough.
This is not phone. Like
Yeah,
this
no.
This period.
Yeah, I don't think that that's tough, because I appreciate parents with rules because too many parents don't have no fucking rules. Too many parents don't have no rules at all, and that shit busts my head constantly. Like, y'all will be having whole full ass adult conversations with kids in the area. Y'all watching shit that kids is not supposed to watch, and kids in the area and they peeking and watching the same. Like niggas gotta tighten up.
You seen them kids that got caught because the 3 kids got arrested because they came up with a scheme to kill a boy.
Yeah, 5th graders.
Mm-hmm.
5th graders.
Yeah, I seen that.
Like, whole plot. Whole shit, they was gonna set this motherfucker. Like, yes, this is what is happening right now.
One got the knife, another one got the gloves.
Yes, this is what is happening. And keep in mind, 5th grade, this is 11 years old. 10, 11 years old.
And I said this because they be watching the Netflix shows or whatever shows
They be
with
watching
their
them
parents.
animes.
Yeah, it's really hard. That's why I said it really doesn't do you not you personally, but it just doesn't do people the service to protect the kids but for so long, because as soon as they take one step out, basically what you're trying to avoid happening is what happens in 5 minutes.
Immediately.
And
crazy.
Way
crazy,
worse,
like church girls.
Crazy. You know what I'm saying? So then you spend the rest of the years or the rest of the time trying to fix every little thing because you're trying to keep this, this ship up, but every time they go outside, it's a crack in the armor. So you're going and painting over the crack every time.
I don't think that that's true, because you have to think about, like, there's so many different things that have to come to place for you to even fully plan out attempted murder. First of all, we're talking about 5th graders with access to cell phones and social media. They're able to watch things that are probably not age appropriate, which puts them in the mindset of thinking that they can even... What fucking 5th grader is like, oh, we can get away with murder type shit? Y'all planned it. That means y'all all got phones. Y'all are all unsupervised. Your parents don't know what the fuck is going on. They don't know what you're watching. They don't know what you're influenced by. They don't know your thought process. They don't know shit. Everybody going to jail. You, your mama, lock them all up, because y'all niggas is all unfit, because y'all just be letting the fucking technology raise y'all kids. Like, technology is not OD fucked up. I'm sorry. I'd rather be the strict parent. I'd rather be the sheltered parent. But I'll tell you one thing, Parker and I not gonna be planning no fucking murders in the 5th grade, because who she gonna plan it with? That bed alarm go off at 8:30. Everything in her room turns off. The fuck out of here. Niggas don't be watching their kids.
I was talking to a guy this weekend, and he throws play parties. He's actually works for the play party spot. Mm-hmm. And somehow it came up that his parents didn't have TVs in the house the whole time growing up. And I was like, how do you think that affected you? And he was like, whatever. And in my mind, I'm like, and now you run a play party spot.
He probably has an amazing imagination. That nigga probably fire. Probably well-read.
You don't think the upbringing...
That's the same thing, like, you could say people that are grown up too sheltered, they grow up, or people that grow up with no structure, then you wind up in the streets. You wind up selling drugs. You wind up in jail. You wind up dead. You wind up 11 kids at 22. Like, we gotta pick and choose our battles.
Don't we have to like...
I'm cool with my kid owning a fucking... the sex party spot versus being in prison as a teenager. If that's where I gotta go with it, I'm good.
Shouldn't there be like somewhat of a middle ground?
What's the middle ground?
Like, you take them all away, you take everything away, they go chase it. Versus you, like he said, like yesterday said, you give a little, you teach, whatever.
And I believe in giving a little.
But this is not giving a little.
The world. This is giving a little.
That little bullshit phone, she don't give a fuck about that phone. She go get Amanda phone when she at school. And she uses her shit.
She ain't going to get Amanda phone when she at school, because you want to know why? By the time she's going to be in middle school, who going to work in her school? Me.
You saying that because it's you.
Yeah, I can only raise my kid. I can't raise everybody's kids. She going to have a phone, but she's not going to have access to all of the apps. She's not going to just be doing whatever. And by the time she does get a smartphone, I'm going to have every fucking parental security, everything that I could possibly think of. And we're going to have the conversation. And she's not going to like it, but she also can't beat my ass. So what are we doing? What are we going to do?
That's mad funny.
Yeah.
And she can't be my
It always
ass,
come
and she
back to
damn
that.
sure
Now.
can't be Drew ass. So
Not right now.
who? It's never gonna be a fair one. She can't beat her sister ass. Her sister fucking state wrestling champion. You got too many people that's willing to whoop your ass. So what you gonna do?
She's calling for backup already.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Corporal
you can't beat
punishment.
my ass. You can't beat your daddy ass. You can't beat your sister. You damn sure can't beat your aunt ass. My sister from Harlem, she'll wash you. What are we doing?
Wait, which one?
Yo.
I was asking.
Yo, thank y'all for
asking.
pulling
I only have
up. I
one.
know we was late. Yo, revisiting this early conversation real quick before we leave. Yo, was we wrong in the way that we addressed that? Because I know I was laughing. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know he was crying.
He wasn't crying. Can I tell you? There's two things I hate. I hate a nigga that talk too much, and I hate a nigga that talk too slow. The way my ADHD, spit it out. Spit the fucking sentence
He was
out.
going through emotions.
I don't care.
Most of the average person can't just come on a show and just be themselves. Like, that's
Spit
not
that-
easy to do.
Spit that sentence out. I'm not a good
That's what I'm
person.
talking about. That's what we're talking about.
I'm okay
That's
with
exactly
one.
what we're talking about.
Yesterday, thank you for sitting in today, man.
Of course.
Brilliant presence on the show.
Of course.
Always love you
Anytime.
when you here, Fave.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
Dodge,
Appreciate it.
thank you for pulling up.
Yeah, shout out to you, Dodge. You came through the blaze and glory. Like, salute.
And thank y'all all for listening. Who's D?
His sister. Nah, Didi, that's not even a fair. That's not fair.
We will see y'all next week. So shameless.